stream. I'm Benjamin James Magrdichian, streaming to you live on YouTube and on TikTok. Later than I intended, and with a completely different plan. If you were watching yesterday, or you rewatched the live stream from last night, I did say where I was going to be and where we were going to live stream from, and that it was going to be earlier. That didn't happen. No, but we're here now, and that's what's important. I'm here with you. If you're here with me, I'm here on TikTok, and I'm here on YouTube. Go ahead and share this live stream with anybody that you know might want to bake with me. We're going to bake a cookie. Well, 2 cookies, maybe 1 cookie, I don't know. Regardless, this is going to be a little more difficult because I already know the instructions of this cookie making process. It's a Reeses heart-shaped cookie. It is Valentine's Day themed, so this is a Valentine's Day themed live stream here on TikTok and on YouTube. Feel free to share that live stream, as in, I'm still promoting the live stream, and I actually forgot I do like to do this before I really take things off and continue with my live stream. Let's do a shout out to those moderators here in the live chat that keep the live chat safe for you to be able to interact with me and with other people as well. Here on YouTube and on TikTok, we got moderators. Those 3 moderators on YouTube are Brandon, Liz, and Gabby. I appreciate them, and I appreciate you for appreciating them. Over here on TikTok, we got 6 moderators. Those 6 moderators are Juliet, Bobo Gizmo, Javier, Grant, that goes by the name I only follow Ben, Joe, and Mikey Milwaukee. That's right, Mikey Milwaukee Manchild. Those 6 people are the great moderators in the TikTok chat, not the YouTube chat, in the TikTok chat. I appreciate them, and I appreciate you for appreciating them. They keep the chat safe, and we're all here to hang out and have a good time. And if you're here and you want to interact, I really hope you do. We have great people in the room. If you're here on YouTube, it's crazy over there. But it is a lot of fun still, but let's keep things PG, guys. The live stream tonight, once again, wasn't actually intended to be here. It was supposed to be at my parents' house, and I was going to do some cooking and some baking in these live streams today, but my mother surprised me. That's right, she surprised me. And I showed up to her house, and she had dinner completely cooked and ready to go. Because she woke up at 4 a.m. or something. She also called me a lot throughout the day. And, she just started cooking at 2 o'clock or something, even though I kept asking what time I should be there. And she was she'll talk to grandma. And then I was supposed to be there at 5, and then I wasn't there yet. And, it was one of those days. Lots of miscommunication. But I did try to plan out the live stream, and I did originally ask her at the beginning of the week what day this week she'd like me to cook her and my mom, or her and my dad and my grandma dinner, to give them a break from cooking and whatnot. And my mom normally doesn't cook. So she didn't cook at all this week except for the night that I offered to cook for her, which I think was honestly pretty on point with how funny it is having my parents get older. And if your parents are getting older, you know what I'm talking about. Sometimes it feels like those conversations, they'd see it as an opportunity to do something nice for you too, but really you're just trying to make sure that they're good because they're in their 70s now. And, you have a grandma that's in her 90s that's now living with your parents that's in their 70s. It's very specific. If you're dealing with it, you're dealing with it. If you've dealt with it, you know about it. If you have experience with it and, you're currently dealing with it, I feel you. We are on the same page and we're getting through it. But it is pretty funny. But she also verbalized to me that she didn't want me to live stream over there tonight. But then I started saying how I just make videos anyways. Which, of course, I make videos anyways. If I don't live stream, I'm still going to film myself. So it doesn't really, mean that that's not happening. You have to ask me not to film myself if that's what you want. But she just didn't want me to live stream, apparently. And I don't know why. But we were going to do this at my parents' house. And I need to use a microwave. We don't have a microwave over here. I realized that as I came home and really set this up, because I am pretty bummed I didn't get to do it at my parents' house, because I actually like to change the settings of my live streams. Whether you watch me or you don't watch me, it is nice to have you here. But it's not the end of the world. I'm not super bummed, by the way. I'm flattered that my mom cooked for me tonight, but that is not what I was hoping to make a steak with you tonight and then bake with you at my parents' house. And we would have already been done with all that stuff by now. But then again, sometimes things just don't work out, and that's okay, and it's gonna be fine. But I am a little thrown off because this is not what I intended to do tonight. So I don't know how long this is gonna take me, but I really don't want it to be another late live stream Because, you know, like, honestly, guys, I gotta take care of myself. And you gotta take care of yourself, too. If you're staying up really late tonight, well, maybe you shouldn't. Also, at the same time, it's Thursday night. Maybe you should anyways. It doesn't really matter. Friday's Friday, and barely people get things done as it is. Do I what? I can't read the chat. But I am ranting right now, and that's what's going on because I'm introducing this live stream still. This is an extended introduction. Honestly, I usually have already introduced it by now and moved on to the next thing. But we're still actually introducing what we're doing tonight. And we're also asking, I guess, for people to share the live stream. I guess. Okay, I'm thrown off a little bit. But back to what we need to do with this. We have to use a microwave at some point in the instructions, and I don't have a microwave that works anymore. So we're gonna be creative and we're gonna try to figure it out. But the rest of it's cooked in the oven, so we're gonna be able to make cookies, and it's in a heart-shaped skillet. This should work out. I'm not sure how the part where we need to use a microwave. Also, there might be some other things. It's just easier for me to bake there. I really don't have all the baking stuff here. And that's really not, you know, important, I guess, but I do like doing the baking things not in my kitchen, even though I love my kitchen. I'm not good at baking over here. I just don't have the stuff, and buying all that crap, it's a lot of stuff, and I don't want to buy all of it, because then I have to wash all of it, and I have to take care of it, and I really don't want to do that. And if you're sitting there saying to yourself, oh, I'll get this guy what he needs to bake at his house, I don't want all of that stuff. My roommate already gifted some great things for me to be able to bake with measurements. And honestly, I didn't want that. I'm happy we have it though. It is really good to have it. So I have to admit that it is great to have it, and I am honestly appreciative. But at the same time, the less stuff we have here, the less stuff that needs to be washed. Ain't that just the best? I mean, yeah. I need to really read these instructions because we're going to bake a cookie tonight. This is what the live stream's about. Thanks for joining in. Thanks for being here. If you were here last night and you're like, what? I thought we were doing this at your parents' house. We were going to hours ago. I was going to try to do a 5 p.m., a 5:30 p.m. live stream. Yeah, we would have gotten a lot more people that are on the East Coast. Because I feel bad for the people that are on the East Coast that keep watching me. That it's like their bedtime, and honestly, you probably shouldn't stay up to watch this whole thing. But, you know, I'm not going to tell you what to do. Also, I like having you here, so it's a little bit of a double-edged sword. Ain't that just the truth? I haven't interacted with the chat, but I will interact with the chat, both on TikTok and on YouTube. It does happen from time to time. I do try to interact, and that is something that I will eventually get around to doing, but we are still introducing the live stream. It's only been 8 minutes. I've been live streaming for 8 minutes now here on TikTok, here on YouTube, and I look forward to seeing you in future live streams if you can't stay for this one. But if you want to stay for this one and you want to be a part of this one's making cookies. But a Reeses heart-shaped cookie. It's a Valentine's Day themed live stream. And we also have some cupcakes from yesterday. Yeah. I'm definitely thrown off though, because this is not, you know, sometimes you just gotta be willing to adapt with the plans. I just was hoping to have one of those more mellow nights where I was already done doing like 4 hours of live streaming. But here we are, 4 hours later, 4 or 5 hours later, whatever, it doesn't really matter. And we're going to at least do 80 minutes. So this project should last the whole time. I hope it doesn't take us too long. Sometimes these projects do take a while, especially since I'm going to need to figure out how to take care of the part of this that needs to be done in a microwave. But it'll still be fun. Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. I hope you are too. Let's have some fun baking together. If you know anybody who likes to watch someone bake, well, send this live stream to them. If you know people that just like to watch people cook and bake, and, you know, they don't like to bake, but, you know, they like watching people do it, those people also, send it to them as well. If you have anybody that you know that was talking about watching someone bake earlier today, and they were like, hey, have you ever seen those Reeses skillets that are shaped like hearts? And you were like, no, I've never seen that before. And then they were like, well, you know what? I saw one earlier today when I went to the store, and, you know, they look like they'd be interesting to see someone make. Maybe someone in their 30s, maybe a male in their 30s. And then you said, wow, that's oddly specific. And then they said, yeah, it is. I guess that's kind of weird that I want to watch someone do that. Maybe I'll just buy it myself and try it. And then you said, maybe you should just buy it yourself and try it, because I don't think anyone's going to live stream themselves making that. And here we are. We're at a moment right now where you could send them a live stream of the thing that they were talking about earlier to let them know that you were paying attention to them when they were talking to you. I know it's a little confusing, but hey, I just did that. And that is what happened here in this live stream, here on TikTok and here on YouTube. These live streams are fun for me, and hopefully they're fun for you. I'm live streaming in 2 different places, 2 different platforms to entertain as many people as I can. Also, you can rewatch these live streams so that I can continue to entertain as many people as I can. Because this is just a raw live stream of me in my real life, hanging out with you. If you want to hang out with me, baking in my kitchen, and you could be baking in your kitchen. I'll also reminisce about things here and there. Still shocked my mom cooked me dinner tonight. I didn't see it coming. She normally does not cook. It was very surprising. It was kind of weird. But also it was very flattering. It's one of those things that it makes you feel really good. Like, it was really, there was a moment where I was like, oh man, I really miss this. Because my mom used to cook a lot when I was growing up. And she like stopped when I was in high school. She like completely stopped cooking. And she's good at it. She's actually really good at cooking. I can feel it. You know, I get it. Like, she cares. But at the same time, I also offered to cook for her, which I still end up cooking for them later. I don't understand. I guess we're just not going to be scheduled. There will still be a live stream where I'm cooking in my parents' house, and maybe I'll be making steak, maybe I'll be making something else. Who knows? That gives you more of an incentive to follow me here on TikTok or on YouTube and continue to follow my life, because I'm giving you a live stream into my life, and you can just observe if you want to observe. You can also interact if you want to interact by commenting and also interacting with the live chat here on TikTok, here on YouTube. I haven't interacted with the live chat, but I will interact with the live chat. I'm just giving myself a moment. I'm also allowing you to share this live stream with other people as well. We've started a lot later than I intended to tonight. I did hope to start before 6 p.m. That's right, I was going to try to do a really early live stream and then, take a break and then start back up and do some baking. But this isn't what we're going to do instead, and it's going to be just as good. I'm going to have just as much fun. We're all going to have a great time together. It's going to be a lot of fun. So do share this live stream. Let's get started on this whole Reeses in a cast iron, or what, a skillet? It is a skillet. Yeah. See box bottom for instructions on seasoning cast iron skillet before use. What, I have to season the skillet? Step 1, before first use, preheat the oven to 350 degrees. Wash and dry the skillet. Use soap and scrub brush to completely scour it. Place the skillet in the oven. Let the oil bake into its surface for 2 hours. Remove the skillet from the oven and allow it to cool. For best results, repeat steps 3 and 4 2 or 3 times. Lightly coat the skillet inside and out with vegetable oil. Place the skillet in the oven. Man, I don't want to do that. That's crazy. Okay. I signed up for this. We're doing this activity together. This is using a skillet. For me to use the skillet, we haven't even gotten to the part that I'm not sure how we're going to do, but I think the skillet, how long will it take for me to get the skillet to be ready? How long do I leave it in the oven for? So before first use, preheat the oven to 350 degrees. Wash and dry skillet, use soap and scrub brush. Lightly coat the skillet inside and out with vegetable oil. Place the skillet in the oven. Let the oil bake into its surface for 2 hours. Remove the skillet from the oven and allow it to cool. But you're supposed to repeat steps 3 and 4 2 to 3 times. So I have to put it in the oven. I'm still going to do these things. But we're just going to change it. So it says place the skillet in the oven. Let the oil bake into its surface for 2 hours. Remove the skillet from the oven and allow it to cool. So preheat the oven to 350 degrees. Okay. How am I going to change this to make it so it goes faster? Let the oil bake into its surface for 2 hours. 20 minutes. All right, so we'll let it do it for 20 minutes and we'll cook it at 450 degrees. feel like that's going to work for me. Yeah. If I only mention it once in this live stream and we don't mention it again, no one will know that I'm doing it wrong. So we're just going to act like 2 hours is 20 minutes, and that's going to be what that is. And I'll continue to say that throughout the rest of this live stream. If you're already tuning in on the live stream and you're in the know, do feel free to play along. But if you want to call me out on it, you can totally call me out on it. It's going to be fine. 20 minutes sounds like about right. Like, I mean, I'm not entirely sure that it's going to do anything. But that's crazy. 2 hours. What? All right, so pack of peanut butter. What? So the microwave thing is I need to take 2 of these and put them in a microwave for... No, that can't be right. There's another side of it. So preparation instructions, and then there's cooking instructions. So preheat oven to 350 degrees, coat bottom, sides, and rim of skillet with about 1 tablespoon of butter. Melt 1 package Reese's peanut butter chips in dry microwavable bowl. Melt 1 package of Reese's peanut butter, so that's this. For 30 seconds, combine the bowl of melted chips with 1 package of Reese's. So melted with 1 package. So I just need 2 of these. So we have enough for 2 instructions. One tablespoon beaten egg. How do you do 1 tablespoon of beaten egg? 1 teaspoon butter. It would be much better if I was doing this with my grandma. See, I knew that this would be, because like they've done things before, so it's better. I'm not super like in tune with baking. I don't do it a lot, so. 1 heart-shaped cast iron skillet. No, that's this. It's pretty nice, right? All right, so lightly coat with vegetable oil and wipe off with paper towel. Give the skillet another coat of oil and wipe off. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna preheat the oven soon. And we're gonna start cooking this Reese's heart-shaped cookie. That's right, it's a Reese's heart-shaped cookie on a skillet that's shaped like a heart. That's right, I now have a skillet that's shaped like a heart. I'll use it in future live streams as well. Gives you another reason to follow me here on TikTok and on YouTube. Thanks for being here. I'll interact with the live chat when I can. I put the camera far away from me because I also want to do this activity, and I want to see how I can pull this off. If I can do it well. I mean, I already don't have the microwave thing, so I need to figure out how I'm going to do that, which I'm probably going to have to just do it on the stove, and that's going to be okay. No, wait, no. Microwavable safe. Well, what's fryer safe? I'll use the fryer. So I could also make this in the fryer. I don't want to make it in the fryer. Let's use the oven. Spread evenly into seasoned. Okay, so combine the bowl. Add 1 tablespoon beaten egg and mix until completed blending. So 1 tablespoon beaten egg. Oh, so I just beat an egg and then I take a tablespoon from that beaten egg. That makes sense to me. Okay, I think. I'm figuring it out. If I interact with the chat, I feel like you guys are going to push me in either or direction. Let's just observe me deal with this and me figure out how to do it. So I'm not going to read the chat. Even though you might be helping me out and telling me what to do, we're going to figure this out, a different way. But you could see me, I could see you, right? Yeah. Now we gotta wash the skillet because it says to like scrub the skillet. So I guess I'm gonna scrub the skillet. It says to wash and dry with soap and water, which I've also been told you're not supposed to use soap and water on skillets or something. Maybe I wasn't told that. Maybe I was. I'm not sure. Regardless, these live streams are just really raw reality moments with me. It's just me and my life. So I'm not editing anything. I'm just here with you, and this is who and how I be. In my life, at least. So welcome to my life. Hopefully your life's going well. If we're down to hang out together, well, I'm giving you that option right now to hang out with me. If you're down to hang out with me, I'm down to hang out with you. In this live stream, of course. Welcome to the live stream. I feel like that's good enough. And I should decide whether I want to button up my vest or not button up my vest. Or take off the vest. Maybe I should take off the vest. I don't know. It's been one of those days. One of those days. You know? You make plans, and then when they don't always fall through, but you know, something good still happens, it's nice still. It's just a weird feeling. But this would have been, I think, pretty fun to do with my grandma. Alright, I've dried that off. We're going to turn the oven on to like 400 degrees or something like that. Let's just do 450. 450, and then I use vegetable oil. That's what it said, I think. It was like, hey, use vegetable oil? Yeah, lightly coat the skillet inside and out with vegetable oil. Why would I coat the outside of it? For best results, repeat step 3 and 4. So what, like do it for like 4 hours? Seems a little unnecessary. Lightly coat. So like put a dab. That's a dab. Lightly coating it in vegetable oil, as advised. Although we're not going to cook it for 2 hours, we'll do the 20 minutes, but I meant to keep that to myself, actually. I forgot I was doing that. It is fun to do these live streams. I am happy to have you here. Welcome to my live stream. I'm Benjamin James Magrdichian. We're cooking a cookie tonight, but we're cooking a Reeses cookie on a skillet that's shaped like a heart. That's what's happening here in this live stream. You could go ahead and share this live stream, but we're preparing the skillet. The skillet needs to be cooked for at least 20 minutes. At least 20 minutes in the oven at like 400 degrees. And by doing this, it's going to make it a lot easier for me to be able to make the cookie, because I'll be following the instructions the way that it's telling me to do it, but I can't do everything the way the instructions are telling me to do it. But hey, right now, we actually gotta stay focused. We gotta stay focused. This live stream is me baking with you. If you wanna bake with me, I baked last night too. You can rewatch that live stream on YouTube if you want to. Follow me over on YouTube if you want to rewatch the live streams here on TikTok. They are available for you to watch on YouTube, not here on TikTok. On YouTube, you can also follow me on TikTok and watch some of my short form content and some subscriber-only videos. You can also follow me on Instagram. Right? Whether you're watching me here on TikTok or on YouTube, you can always follow me on Instagram. I post on all of them platforms. I feel like I've given that enough time. We put some vegetable oil lightly around it, so let's just put this into the oven, and we'll... Seems like something's burning in there, but it doesn't make any sense. There's nothing in there to burn. All right, and we're continuing to cook. It is me baking in my kitchen. You could be baking in your kitchen too. I apologize for not interacting with the chat. Normally, I'm more on top of that, but I don't want you guys to, get too involved in what I'm doing, I guess. I mean, I do want you to be involved because I'm here to engage. But I want to just kind of go through the motion of making this cookie, interpreting the directions to what I think I should be doing, and hopefully you're just having fun watching it. And when we put the cookie in there to cook, I'll interact with the chat 100%, and I'll go back and I'll read things and I'll be like, hey, thank you, and oh, you were right, so you thought that I should be doing it that way too? We both thought the same thing? Let's hope it works. I know, right? Talking about the future. Now, I am going to be having fun with you in this live stream. I got a lot of energy still, a little thrown off, meant to live stream earlier, but hey, we're here right now, and that's what's happening, and this is where the live stream's at, and we're going to be live streaming for at least another hour, maybe 2, maybe less. Who knows? At the end of the day, it's to the mercy of the project, of what we're doing, which is making maybe 2 cookies, maybe 1 cookie. We still have to make sure that this one I have to set a timer. Timer's been set. Yeah, apparently you have to prepare the skillet by like doing stuff to the skillet before you can use the skillet to make the thing. But let's go through the other instructions because we can already figure this out. But it says to do like a tablespoon of beaten egg or something. So we're going to do that in there, and then I guess I need to melt some of this into this. How am I going to melt some of this? So I would normally do 30 seconds of this in a microwave. Yeah. There's an interesting moment today where my mother was like, you don't like, can you not live stream here? And she was talking about how like I could maybe like do the cookie at my place, and I mentioned that it'd be easier for me to do it there. I mentioned it like it just would be. I want to use the microwave thing. I want to try to do it the way that it's telling me to do it. But then again, it's fun to try to figure out how to do it on my own. Until melted, I feel like the air fryer is not going to work for this. So if I take these microwavable bowl, that's a microwavable bowl, but I don't feel like I should put that into the air fryer. And 30 to 40 seconds, what does that equal out to in temperature-wise? Stirring every 10 seconds. Okay. We're just going to use the stove. That seems easier. It should work. Use the tiny bowl. I feel like that's a lot for the tiny bowl. We're already not listening to the instructions, so we're just going to use a pan. We're going to figure this out together. We're having some fun. We're still going to make the best out of what we got going on. It might not be in the place I wanted to do this live stream tonight, because I did want to shake up my environment. I've been live streaming in my kitchen for like multiple days in a row. I would like to change it up every once in a while. I hope that you're entertained, but I'd like to entertain you more by at least giving it a little bit more life every once in a while. Some more pizzazz, as they say. It is great to be doing these live streams, so I do appreciate you being here. Feel free to follow me here on YouTube, here on TikTok, and you can also follow me over on Instagram. It doesn't really matter where you follow me. I'm here to entertain you if you want to be entertained by me. If you want to watch the live streams, well, welcome to the live streams. If you just want to watch the short form content, I totally understand. And sometimes I prefer the short form content. So you go ahead and you watch that short form content. We're going to be doing this baking, but we need to figure out how to do this. We also have the skillet, like, cooking itself. I'm not really sure how that works. But the skillet is in the oven, and it's been soaked in some vegetable oil, and that should potentially make it better to be used. We haven't done anything like this before, so this is the first time that you're watching me use like a skillet, because I haven't done that in a live stream before, and I do have a skillet, and I never use it in the live stream. That's right, never use it in the live stream. Maybe I should. I don't know. But the skillets are not always that easy to use. We're gonna do this to heat up the Reeses, the peanut butter chips, and it's gonna be fine. That's gonna work. I guarantee it'll work. To a degree, at least. Combine the bowl of melted chips with 1 package of Reese's peanut butter and chocolate chip cookie mix. So 1 tablespoon beaten egg. So we'll do the beaten egg in here. And then we'll do the spread evenly into seasoned and buttered cast iron skillet. Right, I have to butter the skillet. So after I've taken this skillet out of there, coat bottom, sides, and rim of skillet with butter. It's so weird. Why would I coat the bottom and the sides? Oh no, that does make sense. All right. Okay, I think I got this. What was the other thing? So butter, got that. We'll figure out how much I need. We'll probably use more than we need, I guess. But it doesn't look like I need to pour the butter into anything. I just use the butter to like coat the bottom and sides of the rim. But I need to use at least 1 teaspoon of butter. Melt package of, so this needs to get melted over there. This will need to be inside of a bowl, which I'm guessing this size bowl is going to be good enough. Because these 2 things will be in a bowl. What else are we doing? We're figuring this out together. We're having some fun. You're in my live stream. I'm here with you. If you're here with me, I still know you're here. I just haven't been reading the comments. I put the cameras pretty far away from me. And I do see that people are saying things, but this camera's very white as well. Whether you're watching me on YouTube or on TikTok, I do appreciate you being here, and I will come around and interact with the chat at my earliest convenience. It is great having you here. Do feel free to chit chat with the other people that are in the live stream as well. We do have a lot of people that are reoccurring viewers, and they like to make friends here too. I'm creating a safe space for you to be able to hang out with me. Whether you're watching me on TikTok or on YouTube, it doesn't matter. Let's try to keep things PG. Let's have some fun together. And let's also give a shout out to those moderators. Those moderators make the chat nice and fun. They do take care of them trolls. If you are seeing anyone that's trolling or being real negative in the live stream, don't engage too much. Let that be what it is. You never know what people are going through. Also, just let the moderators deal with it. The moderators are here to do that. That's what they should do. At the same time, they're here out of their own free will. They just wanted to be moderators. They volunteered. I know, right? They volunteered to work in the live streams. I've always told them that they don't have to do it if they don't want to, but they've all encouraged me to let them be moderators, and they honestly are great viewers, so I really do appreciate them. Take the time to give them a shout out and let them know they're doing a great job. Whether you're watching me on YouTube or on TikTok, we got moderators on both platforms. We are cooking that skillet, and we're going to wait for the skillet to come out, then we're going to coat the skillet in like butter after it cools down. We're going to let it cook for at least 20 minutes. There is, me preparing the skillet, which is what's very necessary. It's very necessary to prepare a skillet. Not sure why, but I'm not going to question it. No, I'm not going to question it. I don't bake a lot. This will take about 14 to 16 minutes or until golden brown. Remove and let cool before serving. Carefully loosen cookie from sides and bottom of the skillet using a cake spatula. Got that? We got really all we need. We just don't have the microwave part, which we will be creative. We'll make it happen. It's fine. I do believe when it says add 1 tablespoon of beaten egg, I have to beat an egg into here and then take 1 tablespoon of it. But I'm not 100% sure, but we're going to just try it. Okay. So I've got to, what am I going to do with the rest of it? I guess I have to use it for something. Wait, I don't need to put that in there. All right, let's see what's going on with fork. And I think I'll just do this. It says beaten egg. This is me figuring it out as we go along. I'm not interacting with the chat because I also don't want to be influenced to do things any other way other than what I observe. And not because I don't respect you or think you're right, because I just want to see what ends up happening with me just kind of going with the flow of it, trying to interpret it best I can without looking things up on the internet or reading what people are telling me to do. So we're figuring it out, but we're figuring it out slowly and maybe not correctly. Maybe not. This seems right to me. If it's really that wrong, I'll be very shocked. But I'll also learn the hard way, which will be the best way for me to learn. Honestly, learning the hard ways is usually better than learning the easy way, in my opinion. I also have the things I baked last night, which were the muffins. For you guys to look at too. We've got little hearts drawn onto them. They did come out pretty well, and they are delicious too. Even though that was influenced by me using milk instead of water, which that was a welcome thing. So at the same time, maybe I should listen to what's going on in the live chat. But we're still cooking the skillet, so we haven't really gotten very far into this anyways. We need to get the skillet out of there pretty soon, and by the time we get the skillet out of there, then we're going to really start cooking up and baking this cookie. We can bake 2 cookies, 2 Reese's cookies. We're going to do the first one and see how it turns out, and if it turns out really good, we'll bake the other one. It is fun to do these live streams with you. I do enjoy being here, and I hope you enjoy being here with me, so give me that follow, give me that like. Do feel free to tune in on future live streams. I tend to live stream on a regular basis. I like to do it daily. It is a lot of fun, and I do enjoy having you here, and I do enjoy it when you come back. So come on back and be part of the whole movement that's going on right here. Just us having fun on the internet instead of, freaking out about politics or not talking to the camera. I like to talk, and I'm here to talk with you if you want to talk with me to some degree, but I can't actually see what anybody's saying in the live chat. And it's always fun to do these live streams where I just talk randomly. It is fun to be here with you, and I do hope you enjoy your time with me as I enjoy my time with you. This live stream will last as long as it needs to last for me to bake these cookies. And then we're going to end these live streams. It shouldn't take that long. I mean, it's a cookie. I do hope also people ate good dinner tonight. This is the first time I haven't eaten my dinner on camera in a little while. And honestly, it's kind of weird. I don't like it that much. I have more fun eating on camera than not on camera now. I was very shocked when I found out that I wasn't cooking dinner tonight and that I was just going to be eating dinner tonight. And it was very tasty. It was very tasty, but it's something actually I haven't done in a while where someone else has cooked for me, because I've been doing these live streams for quite a while with me cooking and eating on the live stream. And when you do it day in and day out and then you have a break, it kind of throws you off a little bit. It honestly is kind of weird. I do like doing them though. They are a lot of fun. So thanks for coming in and being part of the live stream experience. We do have fun cooking and we do have fun eating on a regular basis. But tonight is a baking episode. Yep, baking here, and we're making a cookie, a skillet. A skillet that's shaped like a heart. That's going to have a Reese's cookie in it. I'm not sure how this is going to turn out. We're figuring it out together, but it is a Valentine's Day episode, so welcome to this very special Valentine's Day episode where I make a heart-shaped Reese's cookie on a skillet that's heart-shaped, that's cooking right now in the oven. It's not out yet. We're still waiting for it. I should just interact with the chat, but I'm holding myself back over here and just letting myself rant, because at the same time, you're seeing what it looks like when I'm compromised. That's right, I'm compromised. I'm not angry, but I'm not exactly happy. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, I'm not angry though. But my whole plan of tonight's live streams was just totally thrown off, and we're just doing it in a different way. I'm not angry about it. but I am compromised. I can tell I'm emotionally compromised by it. I'm also compromised by the fact that I'm not eating with you guys. I mean, I normally eat on these live streams with all you wonderful random strangers on YouTube and on TikTok. It's great to eat with you guys when you guys are here. It is fantastic, you know, and especially if you're eating too. It makes me feel like we're all eating together at the same time. And in a way, I guess I was looking forward to seeing what I could conjure up at my parents' house. It honestly does seem to be better received. Whenever I live stream over there, more people watch on both YouTube and on TikTok. And I don't know if we'll get to those numbers tonight, but I'd love to get to those numbers. If you guys do want to share this live stream and help me get more people in the room, I would appreciate it. We're baking cookies tonight. We're baking in my kitchen. You could be baking in your kitchen too. We're making Valentine's Day cookies. I know, right? Super themed. Super themed. With the holiday season of Valentine's Day, that is. Yeah. All right. So we've got a little while left. Maybe we'll do co-hosting tonight. Maybe that'll be fun. That'll be a way to shake things up. I'm not sure. I'm bored sometimes with these live streams, and that's also another thing too. It helps me when I change the environment when I'm doing these live streams. Makes it more interesting for me and helps me keep going too. Because this is a fragile thing to do, actually. It's not actually that easy. A lot of the times, it can be very easy, but I can get bored. I mean, I know what you're thinking, but I'm here, and you're thinking you're here. I'm here with you. You're also here, and you're like, that's interesting enough. Yeah, I mean, I have to create like your voice basically. If I decide to read what you're saying, which I haven't read what anyone said in this entire live stream on both TikTok and on YouTube. So if you feel like I'm avoiding you, I'm not. I'm avoiding everybody. I'm not avoiding you. I'm avoiding everybody at one point in time. But that is happening right now here on TikTok and on YouTube, where I'm just like not interacting with the chat. But normally I do interact with the chat, but right now it's just not happening. And boy, will it be exciting when I get up there and I start interacting with you guys. You're going to have a lot of fun. But I do honestly want to keep that for later because it'll make the live stream a lot more interesting to me, especially since I'll be trying to catch up and read what people have said a while ago, and then, you know, I'll give up, and then I'll go back to it, and then I'll give up again. And that will make things interesting as well. I mean, these are live streams, and I can't believe people watch a bunch of these things. Even I watch a bunch of these things. You know, I watched some random girl just watching TV and eating like Cheetos and then looking at the screen and giving like a nod probably like every 5 minutes. And I watched this girl for like 30 minutes. And you know, I don't actually think I was entertained, but I was watching it because it was like filler. I was also doing other things at the same time, but I was still watching it. And she didn't really say anything. Honestly, that's also why I was waiting to hear what she would say. She never said anything. She didn't say a word. And she had like 47 people watching her. And then she dropped down to like, you know, 9. And then it went back up to 47, which I could relate to that. So like, also at the same time, I was like, oh, I'm invested. Yeah. I don't even think I figured out what she was watching. It didn't say it in the description. Like, yeah. But it did feel like the people that were there were normally there on a regular basis, plus it wasn't in English. So that's also part of why I wasn't able to really figure things out. If she did talk, I probably wouldn't have understood anyways, because, you know, she wasn't from here. As in America, as in California, as in from here. She could have been here and she could still have had it be in a different language. We're still waiting for the skillet to cook in the oven. It's been soaked in some vegetable oil as instructed, and we're letting it cook for 20 minutes in the oven at 450 degrees, and then we're going to take it out, we're going to let it cool down, and then we're going to apply butter to it, and we're going to put it in there. Oh, thanks, Crystal, for being here and for giving me a rose. I do appreciate the rose. I can see the gifts. I just can't see who's in the room saying what, because it's very white right here, and I can't see on either chat what people are saying, and I haven't interacted with the chat and said hi to anybody here, but Crystal, because you sent a gift, it lit up more, so I could definitely see that it was you, and you know, it like highlights you. So welcome to the room. I know you're here, so I'm saying hi to you because you're the only one that I know that's actually here right now. It is great to have you, whether you're watching me on TikTok or on YouTube. I appreciate you being here. And, oh, thanks for the heart me. Oh, that was a great from Usagi? I'm going to have to guess on that one. I can't read the chat. Not from here. But I can't, but like things, it lit up really fast and went away. And I still appreciate it though. Thank you for gifts. Thank you for the shares, guys. I'm here to hang out with you. If you want to hang out with me, I'm here on TikTok and on YouTube. We're baking together. We're still waiting for the skillet to come on out. And that's what's happening right here. And that's that. And we ate a good sized dinner tonight. I mean, I ate at like 5. I haven't eaten at 5. I don't like eating dinner at 5 p.m. It's just weird. And like, you know, if you eat lunch at noon and then you're done eating lunch at like 1 and then you have dinner at 5, that's 4 hours. It doesn't make any sense at all. No, but this is also the schedule that like we used to have when I was like a kid. But it doesn't really make that much sense. Like you eat breakfast at like, 7. Sick. It's been 20 minutes. You know what that means? After 20 minutes of waiting for the skillet to cook inside of the oven, we can now take the skillet out. Now the skillet is going to be hot. It's true. It'll be hot. Because I decided to put that skillet inside of an oven. An oven at 450 degrees. It's been coated in vegetable oil. We're going to take the temperature down to 250. Just for right now. I mean, we don't really need to care too much about what's going on. And we're going to slide the skillet out. We'll let the skillet just like sit for a minute, I guess. I mean, it's been soaked in vegetable oil. And it was said, that, you want to put that into the oven. We're good. We're just let it sit. I'm trying to decide how I want to do this. I've never done this before. You're doing this with me for the first time. This is the Reeses Valentine's Day cookie that you can get yourself at your local stores. If you want to eat something and make something for yourself tonight or maybe in the future, you're watching me do that right now so we can see how it is and I'll give you the feedback on whether or not I recommend it or don't recommend it. So we've got this already mixed up. This is like 1 teaspoon butter and 1 tablespoon beaten egg. Tablespoon. 1 tablespoon. This is how much of the beaten egg we'll end up using. Yeah, I know, right? I can measure tablespoons. If you watch my live streams on a regular basis, you might be like, what? He can measure tablespoons? Yeah, I just never do it. But when I'm baking, I've been told that I really need to not cook with love. If you are here and you're interacting with me in the chat, I do apologize. I'm not reading the chat right now, but I will read the chat later. But right now, you're just going to be watching me figure out how to make this, and I just don't want to be influenced to do things any which way. So I'm not going to read the chat on either TikTok or on YouTube. If you send me a gift, though, I do get those, and I'll give you a shout out if I do see that you're here. If I recognize that it's you in any way, I will say something. But if you're here on a regular basis, trust me, I know who you are, and I do appreciate you coming back. And honestly, it's great to have you. So don't feel like I'm avoiding you. I'm not avoiding you. I'm avoiding everyone at the same time, but also welcoming you into my space by live streaming and being here with you presently, but not engaging with you within the live chat. Also, the live chat, is something that will be interesting for me to tune into later on in the live stream, to keep the live stream fresh for me. So then we can have the live stream last a lot longer, because I'm a person too that can get bored. And these live streams entertain me only so much, because also I am someone that's entertained far too much in today's society, where there's definitely an overstimulation of the amount of content I get, which makes it hard for me not to go on my phone and to watch things. And you'd be shocked if I told you how much I'm fighting the urge to just open up my phone and just start scrolling to watch stuff. Because honestly, I do the same thing you're doing. You're doing it right now. I do it too. We're all doing it. It's actually pretty much everyone. I don't know anybody who's not doing it these days. I guess my grandma's not. No, she opens up her laptop and then she scrolls on Facebook. She does it too. Yeah. And she's 98. It's pretty impressive, right? Yeah, I know, right? A 98-year-old knows how to use Facebook? It's true. The demographics they all line up. Thanks for the likes, thanks for the shares, guys. Whether you're watching me on YouTube or on TikTok, I do appreciate you being here. It's been 50 minutes. I think the skillet's going to start to cool down eventually, right? Let's figure that out. It's still really hot. So, but I want it to be by me because I'm going to have to pour into it and coat it with butter. So we've got that going on. We're going to have to melt these. I think we're ready. Oh, right, I wanted to film videos inside of videos. Well, you can't win them all. Let's just not do that. I was going to film a video of what it looks like when I'm doing this as I'm doing it in the live stream. But hey, you know what? I'm just going to take it easy in this video and not be as intense as I normally can be. I do like to do these live streams, but I do have a certain amount of energy throughout the day. And that energy gets depleted as time goes on. And I was much more prepped to be on camera hours ago. And I am getting... I can admit it, I'm a human being, and I get tired throughout the day too. So people go, oh my gosh, but you talk so fast and you have so much energy. That's right. I get second winds, third winds, fourth winds, but eventually I do run out of energy. And I'm also like having a moment right here. I should garden. It'll fix things. It'll probably really fix things. If you take the time to garden throughout the day, your life could be a lot better. It is proven that if you take the time to go outside and experience the greenery and the open air and to tend to the bushes and the trees and the flowers within your yard, that it actually benefits your life. It is something soothing and nice to do. We're going to turn that to a low. We just need to melt these. And then I have to put it into this bowl. I don't think it's going to take that long. Like, it says 30 seconds in the microwave if you're stirring it occasionally, but this is a pan. And me making it on the stove, because we can't use the microwave. The microwave is here, but the microwave doesn't work. It's not worth it. We're not going to use the microwave. I have a microwave-safe bowl, but I put the egg in it. Rookie mistake. But I feel like I should do it. I feel like this will work. For the most part. Why is the handle hot? Oh, right. I also need something to like kind of push it around with. We're figuring out if this is going to work. So welcome to the live stream. I'm baking in my kitchen. You could be baking in your kitchen too. We could be baking together if you want to bake with me. We're baking these. This doesn't feel like it's going to work. I don't know. Well, it's peanut butter still. I don't feel like this would have been better in the air fryer. I probably would have had to use the tin foil or the other thing. I feel like if I take my eyes off of it, it's not going to work. So I got to like pay attention to it and give it a hyper focus and make sure that I make this work. We're figuring this out together, as in I'm doing it in front of you and you can see if I succeed. But at the end of the day, if you're giving me feedback trying to help me, I'm not reading that stuff right now. But we do get a second chance at this. If I fail on this first attempt, I have enough ingredients to make a second one, and I'll read the chat before we do that, and we'll end up acing it if I don't get it down this first time around. But hopefully I get it down the first time around. That's what I'm hoping for. That's what we're all hoping for, right? I feel like that's melted enough. I feel like I'm good. All right. So now, shut that off. I feel like it's melted. I mean, it might need to be more melted than that, but we're just gonna figure it out. Get this melted first. Yeah, it feels like it's still peanut buttery. This is the peanut butter that they make. I guess I'll be using this spoon to stir the whole thing now. Alright, so we've got the little bit of that we need. The skillet's still warm, which is good actually, because I could use the butter on it now. And it says to use quite a bit of butter on the skillet. So I'm not going to be shy with the skillet. You can see now what I'm doing. The skillet's still really hot from me like baking it. But it says to use like a bunch of it. Okay. That's good enough. I don't know if that's 1 tablespoon worth, but I feel like 1 tablespoon's a lot. Oh, that's still hot. I burned myself yesterday too. I know, I'm gonna be careful. We're all gonna be careful together. If you can see this, it's a heart-shaped skillet. That's right, a heart-shaped skillet. If you're just tuning in, welcome. This is a baking episode here on my live stream. I live stream on a regular basis. I like to cook, I like to eat. Tonight we're not cooking, we're not eating. Oh, thanks Crystal for the crown. I do appreciate the gift. It's great having you here. Regardless, back to what I was saying, here on YouTube and on TikTok, we're live streaming in both of those places, and we're making Reeses heart-shaped cookies for this Valentine's Day season. If you're looking for Valentine's Day live streams, well, this one's a Valentine's Day themed live stream with a product that I'm not properly representing. But yet, it is still here, and you can see it, and you can also go and get yourself a good Reese's heart-shaped cookie that has 2 mix packets in it and a skillet. A skillet shaped like a heart, so you could use it year-round and make heart-shaped things. It'll be used on the live stream in future live streams. It gives you more of a reason to continue to follow me here on TikTok and on YouTube. I mean, what I'm doing on a regular basis is here for you to be able to be amused by, and it is my live stream of me in real life, so this is just how I am, and you're just watching me and partaking in some cooking and some baking on a regular basis, if that's something you want to do. Right now we're doing the baking, and we've so far heated up some of the peanut butter. We need to now take the packet that's right here. We need to open this packet. We need to shove that stuff into this bowl too, where we have the melted peanut butter, which honestly I probably should have done this a lot faster, because that peanut butter probably is not really melted anymore. I mean, it kind of is still melted, but it's not like, you know, in the proper state of me mixing it. But we just put those 2 things into this bowl. Now we get that tablespoon of, oh wow. Perfect. I got it. All right, so that's 1 tablespoon, but you know what? Just a little more. I mean, I'm still cooking with love, even though I've been told when you bake you need to do exact measurements. I hear you. That I didn't act fast enough. The peanut butter is hard. It's not like it was. It's okay. We're gonna make this work. I think it's gonna be fine. Really, this is it? This is all I put into this thing? I don't put anything else in here? Well, probably that peanut butter needed to still be like movable. When do I know that I'm done stirring it? Does it ever feel like cake mix, or does it just look like sawdust the whole time? I hope it doesn't look like sawdust the whole time. Now I just feel like I've done something wrong. Maybe the peanut butter should have been reheated up. No, the peanut butter can move around. I can like feel it. This doesn't feel right. But you know what? It does feel good. And that's a good sign. Okay. I feel like it works. I don't know. There's skim milk in this? Wow, it doesn't feel like there's skim milk in this. Oh, here we are. So, second package of Reese's peanut butter chips. Add 1 tablespoon beaten egg and mix until completely blended. Doesn't feel not blended. It just doesn't feel like it's together. It feels like it's in like little chunks. Which, is that correct? I honestly don't know. But I'm feeling good about this. I'm feeling good about this. I think that we're good. We're going to just say that it is good. We're going to move these around. We're going to preheat. We're going to set the oven back to where it was, which is what, 350? Oh wait, it's already been there. Right. I preheated it. I'm still here with you if you're here with me. I'm a little spaced, but I'm still figuring it out as I'm going along. Thrown off a little bit. I know the live stream started a lot later tonight than I originally intended. If you're just tuning in and you're like, what? I thought we were doing a live stream way earlier. Yeah, we were originally, but now we're here and that's what's going on. And it's fun to have you here and we are making it work. We're going to make this cookie. We're going to bake this cookie and we're going to make it work. This is a Reese's cookie that I'm going to be putting into this skillet that's heart-shaped. This should look cute. I'm not sure if it's going to work. We heated up the peanut butter using a different method other than the microwave. We put everything together. We did 1 tablespoon of egg, which is what was asked of us, to the best of my knowledge. And now I feel like I use my hands and I just push it together. And it feels like it's all contained. Like, it doesn't feel like it's not mixed together. I just don't know if it's supposed to look like this. But it does look like this, and it feels right. So now, it says to evenly put it down on to the skillet. It feels like cookie dough. When I was a kid, this is how I used to feel when we used to make cookies. Because we didn't have that ready-made dough yet. No, that wasn't really a thing that you always bought. But then again, is this right? It feels wrong and right at the same time. So I'm liking my odds. I'm having a lot of fun baking. I hope you're having fun baking too. If you're just having fun watching me, well, do feel free to give me that follow and be here on a regular basis to watch me cook and watch me eat here on my live stream. I'm Benjamin James Magrdichian. Hanging out with you is something I like to do. That's right. I like hanging out with you. I might not have interacted with the chat so far tonight, but I will interact with the chat later on. And if you've been here before, and if you normally are here, welcome. If you're new, welcome to my live stream as well. I'm welcome to being here. I will get to know you. It is great to have you in the live stream experience, whether you're watching me on TikTok or on YouTube. I'll interact with the live chat in a little while, but right now, I am still paying attention to what I'm doing, which is preparing the cookie to go into the oven to cook for 14 minutes. Now it says 14 to 16 minutes. Let's do 12. Let's do 12. I feel good about that. When baking in my house, well, I tend not to listen to the exact instructions. I kind of figure it out as I'm going along. I feel it out and I make sure to try to make it happen most appropriately. But we've got this cookie now ready to go in a skillet that isn't going to burn my hand. All right, let's see if this works. So let's get a timer out. what was, I decided on 12 minutes. I know, right? You're watching my live stream. I'm here to hang out with you if you want to hang out with me, but I'm a bit spaced, but I'm also baking. I'm baking with you if you really like baking. Well, hopefully you've shared this live stream with your baking friends, because if you really like baking, you probably have other friends that like to bake too. If you don't have other friends that like to bake, and you just have friends that like to watch people cook things, well, hopefully you shared it with them as well. Also, if you just have friends that like to watch people that are wearing vests and nice outfits, well, I hope you shared this live stream with them, because I do tend to dress up in my live streams. I have a lot of fun being in my live streams, and I have a lot of fun having you here as well. So I do appreciate the support from you, and I look forward to reading any of the comments that you've left in the live chats, whether you're here on YouTube or on TikTok. But I also look forward to seeing you in future live streams. I do interact with the chat in the future, so that's something that's going to happen. I see some people are here that are normals, and I can see by people's little emojis. Sarah, I see that you're here. It's nice to have you here. I haven't seen a lot of the chat or interacted with it too much, but as soon as we put this in there, I'm going to start interacting with the chat and really give a hello to all the people that are normally here, and also answer them questions, those burning questions that you have that maybe you've been asking over and over and over again. I cannot read that, but I'll get up there and read it in just a second. Thanks for being here, guys. Thanks for pushing like on the live stream. Jamie, thanks for the gift. That was a nice heart me. I do appreciate it. I appreciate you being here. It's great to have you in the live stream experience. I'm in my kitchen. It's approaching Valentine's Day. This is a Valentine's Day themed live stream. We're making the Reese's heart-shaped cookies. This is a Reese's heart-shaped cookie. The dough is now in there. We've got a timer set for 12 minutes when it's advised me to cook it for 14 minutes, but I just don't want to. Now we have the oven preheated to 350 degrees, and we've got the skillet ready to go with the ingredients all mixed up. Let's see if it works out. Welcome to my live stream. I'm baking. I hope you're baking too. If you're not baking, I hope you're having fun watching me baking. Just feel free to follow me here on these platforms. You can also check me out on Instagram. And these platforms are YouTube and TikTok, by the way. So if you're confused at any moment in time with me answering or reading any of the comments that might not be in your live chat, it might be the live chat from the other live stream. It is fun to be here. It's fun to have you here, but be mindful in the chat as well with other people. It's not just you and me. It's me, you, and a bunch of other people. Thanks for being here, though. We're going to set that timer for 12 minutes and 42 seconds. Starting at 12 minutes and 42 seconds. The 42 seconds are the buffer for me to get it into the oven. And once I've gotten it into the oven, well, I don't know. I gotta push it into the center. That feels right to me. Let's turn that oven light on. I want to be able to look at it every once in a while. Good, I can see it. Can you see it? No, you can't see it. But we've got the timer on. We've got this happening. It is moving along. We've got the process of cooking, baking, cooking, whatever you want to call it. It's me baking with you. You're baking with me. We're having fun. We still got more mix to make, so we'll make another cookie if this one comes out well. We got 12 minutes to interact, and I'll interact with the chat now. It's that time of the live stream where I'm going to be interacting with you if you want to interact with me. Let's start with YouTube, because once I get to the TikTok live stream, it's going to take me forever. It is fun to see people are here. Did you get the black puppy I sent you? BB, you never sent me a black puppy, and you shouldn't send puppies in the mail. Don't do that. That's not good. But thanks for being here in the live chat. I do appreciate you coming in and being part of the live stream. Should I go make homemade pizza? Daniel Hoser, you totally should go make homemade pizza. Baking Reese's heart-shaped cookies? Yes, we are. I can't catch up with the chat anymore because it doesn't let me go back anymore. But I do see people who've been here for a while, and I do appreciate people jumping in and being part of the live stream experience here on YouTube. Thanks for being here. I do hope you guys are having fun. Give a shout out to the moderators that make the chat nice and safe for you to be able to hang out with me and other people as well. Those moderators are Brandon, Liz, and Gabby. I appreciate them, and I appreciate you for appreciating them. Thanks for being here. Give me a follow on Instagram and on TikTok as well. But it is great having you here on YouTube, and I do appreciate the follow and the subscribe that you've given me over here. If you haven't, feel free to do so at your earliest convenience, whenever you can. Maybe you send it to another vlogger. Maybe not. I don't know, BB, but it's great to have you here on YouTube, and I do appreciate you being part of the live stream experience. It's been about 70 minutes, and I look forward to continuing to live stream with you tonight, because the live stream is going to continue to go for at least another hour. Over here on TikTok, it's time for me to really interact with all the people that definitely are more active with talking. Benito, thanks for the follow. I do appreciate you. Mary, thanks for joining. Lucifer Helper, thanks for the likes. Danny DeVito, not Daniel DeVito. Danny DeVito, but Daniela DeVito. Welcome to the live stream as well. I see you've been here for a little bit and you've been pushing like. I do appreciate you. Can I get a free... I don't do anything political, but I do appreciate people coming in, and you guys can talk about political stuff, but I just don't. I want to keep it a safe space. I don't want people to feel like they're alienated in any way, even if it's terrible stuff that's happening. I'm sure you remembered my birth name. Yes, I did remember your birth name, Danny DeVito. Lucifer Helper, thanks for the likes. Crystal, thanks for the likes as well. Ben doesn't want to limit his audience. That's bad marketing. I don't want to limit my audience. That's a really good point. Yeah, I really don't. No, I'm good to have everybody. A full government name indeed, Sarah. Let's see what's been going on in the chat. Best dressed cook, nice tie. Thanks for saying it. K Tigers, I do appreciate it. 23. We're going to try to catch up with the live stream now. I'm going to go all the way back. We're going to read a whole bunch of live stream chat things. Wow, this is so cute. Jamie Lynn, you're in the room. It's great to have you here. Is there drama in the chat? What's happening? LOL. Hi, handsome. Oh, Miss Woods X, you came in and said hi, handsome. Of course you did. I appreciate you being here. I believe in you, Benjamin. You got this. Thanks, Danny DeVito, for the words of encouragement. You said that a while ago. I'm not sure when you said that. We're just going all the way back. We're going to read a whole bunch of different comments, and then I'm going to come back to the beginning and see what's going on. We're just reading things. Chad, I see you're here as well. Chad, thanks for jumping in and being part of the live stream experience. I see you also shared the live stream experience. Thanks for that as well. And it's nice to have Michelle here. And who else we got in the room? Haven? Oh, hi to you as well. I didn't say hi to you when you jumped in. Aim, it's great to have you here as well. Better yet, I'd be stay-at-home wife for this man. Oh, good Aim. That's so nice to have you here. Mary says frustrated. I'm sure you were referring to when I was venting about things. Since he said he is currently reading comments, let's say true but crazy things we wouldn't. Oh, Michelle, you're right. Yeah, I do like to reread the comments. I sometimes even read the comments when I'm done live streaming in general. Are your cupcakes stale yet? No, they're actually pretty good. They're in the right, but I need to put them into something tonight. Does anyone want a pancake recipe? Aim, maybe. I could make pancakes with you one time. Shout out to the mods. Oh, from Danny DeVito. Danny DeVito, I do appreciate that. Val, nice to have you here as well. I see you also jumped in and you're part of the live stream experience. Now we're going to go down again, and we got Leah Ribbon person in the room. It's nice to have you here as well. Hi to you. I didn't say hi when you said hi to me, but I do see that you did say hi. Crystal, I see the rose that you did send me. I think I said hi to the. I think I said something about that earlier. Hannah Bear, I see you sent me the heart me. I do see that. Oh, thanks for the heart and sock. It's nice to have the heart and a sock. Hannah Bear sent a heart me earlier too. I do appreciate the gift. Thanks, Hannah Bear, for that gift. We also have Crystal, Kells. Hi to you, Kells. Thanks for the more roses, Crystal. I see you. Michelle, you said you're just messing and it moderated you for reasons I don't understand. Why does he make me feel like I have friends? You do have friends, Joe. Like I'm here to be friends with you. That is actually what's happening right now. 98 with a Facebook account is wild. It's Mina. Thanks for saying that. You're talking about my grandma. I did say that earlier in the chat. I do appreciate you saying something about that. My grandma is a saint. She was able to use Facebook, and she's amazing at it. Wow, we got up to 34,000 likes, guys. And this long? That's a crazy amount. Thanks so much for all the support, all you wonderful people joining in and being part of the live stream experience here on TikTok. I see people have said a lot of things in the chat. I'm trying to catch up. I'm also realizing how many people pushed like and how many gifts I got. And I appreciate all of the likes and all the gifts. It does make the live streaming experience more interesting and a lot more fun for me. So it is a great thing to see. So thanks for being here and thanks for being part of the live stream experience. Feel free to continue to share this live stream and like this live stream. Just tap that screen as many times as you can. And I look forward to seeing how big we can really get on TikTok. Here on TikTok, it is different than here on YouTube. But here on YouTube, I care about you too. I'm just acknowledging the chat over on TikTok. And it's taking me a bit, but I am going to be interacting with you guys again too. I'm never forgetting it. No. The timer was paused, so we gotta guess this too. It wasn't paused intentionally, it just happened. I could see that it got paused, because I just unpaused it. I know, right? I'm interacting with the chat, and I'm trying to catch up, but now I also need to eyeball this, because we no longer have the timer to depend on. So let's figure out where this is at. We're gonna need a toothpick. If I could get a toothpick clean in and out, that still works with baking, right? Even when you're baking a cookie. I don't know. So, what was that, like 6 minutes? I feel like that was 6 minutes. So we're gonna change this timer. I'm guessing, but we're gonna open this up, we're gonna push pause, we're gonna cancel that. We're gonna do 4 minutes and 38 seconds. Now that's starting. And then we're gonna just guess and take it out, I guess. I don't know. I can't do cooking with love when it comes to baking. It tends to be undercooked and then there's an egg in it and then you can get sick. So I gotta actually make sure it's cooked right, which I think with a cookie, I just use a toothpick. Okay, we're back to the point to where I can't interact with the chat and be advised to do either way, because we're just gonna do the first one with me trying to figure it out on my own. Now the chat's gonna be very helpful on both TikTok and on YouTube for me to be able to maybe make a second one and for it to be perfect. But this first one, we're just gonna be figuring it out on our own. And by our own, I mean, you're watching me figure it out on my own, but we're here together. We're still doing a team, but it's basically like we're in the same room together and you're giving me advice, but I just can't hear it because I'm not wearing my hearing aids. Which is true, I'm not wearing my hearing aids. So if you were in the room and I was talking like this and I was just rabbling and saying things without really thinking about what I'm saying, which is something I do in real life, and maybe singing some random song that maybe I heard earlier in the day, I'm not sure. Regardless, if you were really standing with me in the room, there's a slight chance I wouldn't be able to hear you anyways. So it's basically like reality. I know, it's so much fun doing these live streams. It is a great extreme too, because it gives me a lot of energy, and then I reciprocate my own energy because I'm staring at myself, because every time I look at that screen, even though you might be saying something, I am definitely looping my own energy. I'm looking at myself. Basically, I'm having a conversation with myself, and if I so decide to, I can read what other people are saying. If I decide to. But really, at the end of the day, it's just me looking at me, talking to me, and looping that energy. And then the idea of maybe real, maybe fake people, because you might be a bot. I don't know if you're real. Honestly, you might be real, you might be fake. It's the internet. There's a slight chance you're a real person, and there's also a slight chance that you're just some sort of spam account. That is like a real person maybe, but not really a real person. I'm staying closer to this because we didn't have the timer going when we should have had the timer going. And, I don't want it to burn. I want to succeed with this first cookie. Yes, I plan on succeeding, and I plan on succeeding with you. We're going to succeed together. It's going to be all right. Also, this is a change of things in my live streams. Normally, I don't get down here and just kind of hang out on the floor. I'm not a I get down here and hang out on the floor type of guy. But it is happening right now. The mood is a little bit different. Regardless, it's a hell of a live stream. This is a little different than I normally do. Not the exact planned live stream that I was doing earlier, or that I wanted to do earlier. It's this one now, which is fine. It's not that big of a deal. It's just still throwing me off, When you get your hopes up to do one thing and you woke up hoping to do it one way and you were really excited about doing it one way, and then you have to change your plans due to something happening, but also someone did something really nice for you at the same time, and you have to be like, oh, thank you. Like, honestly, it was very nice that my mom cooked dinner, but it did kind of change how I was going to do things. Plus, she cooked dinner, and then she didn't want to do any of the dishes or anything, and she doesn't want me to do any of the dishes. That's why she doesn't want me to film there. And me even outing her right now, oh gosh, she's not going to watch this. She's not. And no one's going to tell her. But the whole reason why she didn't want me to live stream is because she made a huge mess cooking in the kitchen today. And she was like, it's a huge mess in here. I don't want you to live stream in here because it's just a mess. And I was like, I could just clean it up, which is actually what I do before I do every live stream. Even if the house is somewhat clean, or even if the kitchen's clean, regardless, I clean the kitchen to live stream again in her kitchen to make sure her kitchen looks as good as possible. Even if it's just a little messy or anything like that, I usually change things because I tend to frame very specifically in a certain area, so I'm not even filming the entire kitchen, but she did leave quite a mess, so she'll deal with it tomorrow. She's tired. And that's what you can do. You can always do your dishes tomorrow. You don't have to do them at night, but she really didn't want me to do them for her. But she's not going to do them tomorrow anyways. No, someone else probably will. A lot of people go over there and visit. My grandma's there. My mom's taking care of my grandma, but also people come over to also take care of my mom. I go over to usually cook my parents' dinner once a week. But tonight she decided to cook the night that I offered to cook for them so that no one had to cook in the house. Yeah, I was really looking forward to cooking at my parents' house tonight, if you're not picking up on that. But we're here now, and that's okay too. We'll end up cooking there later on. I'll probably end up cooking here tomorrow night. And, you know, I'm not like bummed about it. It's just these live streams are not the easiest thing for me to continue to do sometimes because I do get kind of bored. I like to spice it up. I'm also entertaining myself at the same time as entertaining you. And I've already said this already in the live stream, so I'm just saying it again. But by saying it again and saying it multiple times, it really does actually confirm that that is how I feel about something. If I'm saying how I feel about something and I'm changing how it is multiple times as I continue to talk about it and I say it in a different way and I have a different feeling about it, that definitely means I really actually don't know how I feel about it. I know how I feel about this though. But if I'm like doing that, I mean, I'm teaching you about me too. Now you know something about me. But I think most people are like that. So if you think that I'm the only one that's like that and, you know, you're not like that, if you're talking about things repetitively and you have a different perspective on it and a different opinion of it, you're still growing through it. And you're still deciding how you feel about it. We're guessing. I feel like it's done. Oh, right. I should bring it over there so you can see it. I know, right? Is this hot? I just don't want to burn myself. All right, so you see the heart right here? We're pretty much there. Let's see what the instructions say now. We're going to interact with the chat again in a minute. I do see people have been saying a lot of things. It looks like there's 45 messages that I have not acknowledged since I stopped reading the chat. Carefully loosen cookie from sides and bottom of skillet using cake spatula. I can do that. I could do that indeed. All right, give me 1 second. Is this a cake spatula? This is just a spatula. What's the difference? This also is not a cake spatula. I feel like the cake spatula is thinner. Well, I'm going to burn myself if I don't use this. Because I'm going to grab the handle. Yeah, I know, right? And let's see if we can get this done. So... no. It doesn't feel right. It's not like lifting up right. Also, I don't even know how much time I really cooked this thing for. Yeah. Oh, it does actually want to stay as a... I wonder, did I cook it for long enough? Should have been like 12 minutes. Yeah, it wants to stay together, I guess. I just had to do a test with a fork. I wasn't trusting that spatula. I just don't trust it. But now I need 2 forks. Yeah, I need 2 forks. I'll put these forks underneath it first. No. Yes. I feel like once I lift it up, it's going to break apart. I'm not trying to cheat anything. I did it. It worked. Okay. I got a heart-shaped Reeses cookie. We're going to taste this one and see how it turned out in just a second. And then we're going to make another one. So we're baking another one tonight, but we're going to eat this together. I'm going to eat a cookie with you. You could also eat a cookie with me. Thanks for the heart. I do appreciate it, Crystal. I'm going to catch up in the chat in just a second. I see people have sent 58 messages since I last interacted with the chat, and I will interact with the chat. We are going to have some fun chit-chatting. We're going to talk. I'm not avoiding you. No, I was avoiding you earlier, but now I'm actually getting back into talking to you. But I do want to get out some things. What else do I need? We're also going to need to clean that skillet. That skillet looks dirty. And I need to put butter on it again to make the second one. But we're not going to worry about that. Let's just eat dessert. But what else do I wish I had whipped cream? See, if I did this at my parents' house, they have all that stuff. I can't afford to. It's expensive to have all the baking goods and whatnot. And I'm not saying, like I don't really like have the money. It's not about that. It's about taking the time to buy those things and make sure you have them, and if they're not expired. That's all stuff that it requires effort. And that's a lot of baking stuff. I don't have whipped cream here. No. Also some fudge would be nice if I could put a little bit of fudge on there. Oh, and ice cream. Yeah. I don't have ice cream here. No. Our freezer's not that big. We don't have a lot of freezer space. No. But I'm still gonna. What can I put on it? I still want to like dazzle it up. I mean, we're eating cookies together now, and this is a baking video, and what else can I do to it that will make it feel... It's gotta be something. I could eat it with a cupcake? Wow, I really don't have anything else to add with this thing? I don't like drinking milk with cookies, which people tend to judge me for, but I mean, it's just like not liking alcohol, so it kind of feels the same. People give me just as much of a hard time about that, and it's a weird statement, but it's true. There are people that will be like, what, you're not going to eat cookies with milk? And they're the exact same people that also are like, you're not going to have a beer while we're at the bar? It's the exact same people most of the time. Because I have a friend that used to always be like, well, I mean, you're going to have like one drink, right? And it's like, what is up with people and trying to recommend that drinks are necessities to be able to enjoy life? I don't need milk to be able to enjoy a cookie. But some people are like die hard about that. I'm like, oh no, what, you're going to eat cake and drink it with water? Disgusting. It's like, no, you're eating things for the milk? Or you need to have the milk in order for it to be, it's too much. This doesn't work. Although whipped cream right now and a slice of ice cream on the side with this, maybe the red sugar sprinkles that I don't have that are at my parents' house. I'm just thinking about all the things I can't use, which isn't being very helpful, honestly. It's kind of bumming me out. So let's not do that. Regardless, I'm here to hang out with you. If you want to hang out with me, let's eat a little bit of a dessert. I'll catch up with the live chat in a minute. You're watching me either on TikTok or on YouTube. It's not the typical type of live stream. This is not what I planned on doing today. Normally, I cook, I eat, and then, I maybe do an activity afterwards. And the original plan tonight, if you were looking forward to it, sorry it's had to change, but I'm also sorry it changed too. But also, I'm flattered that my mother cooked for me. So whenever someone takes the time to cook for me, I'm honestly, appreciative of that. But this is just one of those first times that someone's actually cooked for me. And it was a day that I was planning on cooking in the live stream. And it threw me off. It threw me off. I swear that made a noise. It's okay. The cookie's still really hot. What else can I put on the cookie? I really want more on the cookie. Well, I've got sprinkles. Let's see. Well, the icing's basically gone, but let's use some icing. I believe there'd be enough left for me to do an outline. This is a Hershey's, or not Hershey's, this is a Reeses peanut butter cup heart-shaped cookie. And we're gonna put some red icing on it, maybe just an outline. We're gonna make it look fancy. This live stream isn't gonna be limited just because, it was relocated and live streamed in a different location than originally envisioned. We're still gonna have some fun and we're gonna make this cookie look as good as we can. We might not be eating it with ice cream, but we're gonna be having some icing on it. And a heart-shaped cookie is a heart-shaped cookie. I don't know what I really mean by that, but let's not look too deep into it. No, let's just be satisfied with what's happening already. We've got the outline of red icing. Maybe we should do an outline inside of the outline? That makes sense to me. Let's do an outline inside of the outline. So that's one more outline instead of the outline. Yeah. Huh? I mean, it's a little wonky, but it's there. It's there, and it's looking good, right? So we've got ourselves a cookie. That's right, a heart-shaped cookie. It's a Reese's heart-shaped cookie. It's this one right here. We're not really doing a sponsored video, but it kind of is unintentionally sponsoring at the same time. We're going to interact with that chat in just a second. I feel like I put something on the cookie. Now I feel like I've accomplished it. We're good. Let's go back into the chat. We got 69 messages to catch up on. Wow, and someone's to... Oh, Lori joined. Oh, my cousin Lori joined. I didn't see you came in, Lori. Welcome to the live stream. It's great to have you here. I also had hearing loss at birth, so I've had hearing aids and since. Yaga, that's interesting to know. I'll take note of that. Thanks for being here. Is that what she said? That's what she said. What's crashing out? Michelle? I'm not sure. That's the way to do it, man. Being comfortable with yourself is the ultimate goal. Thanks, Crawdad's Destroyer? Crawdad Destroyer? Thanks for being here. I do see that chat. I do see that comment you made. Wait, he wears hearing aids? Yes, I wear hearing aids, Crystal. It's great to have you here. Oh my gosh, I didn't know this. Feels like mania. I hope you feel better, love. Have you shocked when he said it first? Nope. Lori, what is nope being said for? Regardless, I'm like 69 messages behind. Changing plans can make you so upset, but you know it's not fair to do anything. Just gotta boil. Yeah, I guess. I already told her. Darby Mac, LOL. There's one night, let him soak grace period. There's a one night, let him soak grace period. He's a good man, Savannah. She would obviously love if you did the dishes. Darby Mac, she wouldn't like if I did the dishes because she has someone coming over to do the dishes tomorrow and to clean her house. So she said specifically leave everything there so then the person I'm hiring to show up to do all the dishes tomorrow can do all the dishes. And I've done them before that person's shown up. And she doesn't... She thanks me when that person's not going to show up and I do the dishes. And me and my sister do the dishes sometimes when we're over at the house, and she's appreciative when that person's not showing up to do them. But when she does know that that person's coming the next day, she doesn't thank us. She just tells us how we really shouldn't have done that, and then we just get yelled at for it. She would obviously love it though, but Darby, she does not. But thanks for mentioning it. Whatever you say, gorgeous. Haley being so nice. A knife might be easier, maybe. Oh, you're talking about the spatula. Not all spatulas are equal. That's definitely right. A knife is a good idea. I use 2 forks. Even a fork would work. Yes, I did use 2 forks. Bobo Gizmo, I see you joined here on TikTok, and I've seen people are here on YouTube. Thanks for being here on TikTok, though. Bobo Gizmo is one of our moderators. Give him a shout out here on TikTok, and also feel free to give him a shout out here on YouTube. Gotta wait for it to cool a bit. Yeah, we waited a little bit. And we're going to be eating it in a second. Insane for work. Yeah, thanks for the heart. The hand heart, Crystal. I do appreciate that. I think you gave that to me a while ago. I'm here with Crystal. Home is where the condiments are. Definitely, 100%. Makes you appreciate your parents' condiments and spices as soon as you move away. Yeah, I miss my parents' kitchen all the time. It's way easier to do anything in there. My kitchen kind of sucks. I mean, my kitchen's lit better, and it's a lot easier for me to film in here. But it's interesting you said that, Crawdad Destroyer, because it's true. Your parents end up having like also the family heirloom things that are like things that have been used for like 20 years to cook stuff that you just know how it works. And you just know you're going to get good quality out of it. The measurements feel better. I don't like cookies with milk either. Thanks for saying it, Ito. Marco, nice to have you here. You love milk. I do see that. I'm trying to catch up with the chat. Let's see if I can get I don't like cookies with milk. Good, I got to that part. Sugar sprinkles are so good. Sugar sprinkles are so good. I don't really have any anymore. That's why I wish I was at my parents' house and I already just took a whole bunch of stuff. I could have brought it back tomorrow. The fork traveling with his hand. The fork is traveling with my hand. TikTok congratulated me for going 90 minutes, and they're telling me I should take a break. Well, thanks TikTok for acknowledging. Sarah, thanks for saying it looks good. Dan DeVito, am finally home. That drive in the rain was a trip. Oh, Jane DeVito, you got home safely. That's good to hear. I said nope because I wouldn't tell your mom what you said. I said nope because I wouldn't tell your mom what you said. Oh, Laura, you're talking about what I said earlier. I mean, I'll end up telling her. I already told her. Anything I've said in this live stream, I already basically said to her. She knows. She knows. I came over today when my mom was like, she had like finished. So we were talking earlier in the day and she wouldn't actually tell me what time I should have dinner ready. And I said, am I supposed to have dinner ready at 5? And she said, I don't know. I'll talk to your grandma and I'll let you know. But I already finished cooking the pilaf. And it was 2 p.m. when she finished cooking the pilaf. And I was like, well, like, that's a long, like, 2 p.m. It was 2 p.m. when she finished cooking the pilaf. And it was kind of like, she just felt like she had to do all the cooking. But she needs to bring into consideration that she should cook the nights that I'm not coming over. And I'll cook for her the nights that she doesn't feel like cooking. That's the whole point. But she's then started talking about she just really wanted to cook for me. Which is flattering. She really... But then I talked to my mom. Then I talked to my dad and my grandma. And they didn't. I should have cooked last night for them because they didn't have dinner. My mom didn't cook anything. She just went to bed. And my dad just was able to eat some leftovers. My grandma just ate some leftovers too. And they both made it look like they would have been okay with me cooking last night. So I think we just need to go back to the. So my mom likes it when I tell her that I'm going to come over and cook. But if I do, she tends to do something like this, kind of. So it's just best that I don't tell her, and I just show up to cook for her when I can. And it won't be conflicting, because she's normally not planning on cooking. But if I say I'm going to come over, she tends to go to the grocery store, she tries to go shopping, she tries to do a lot around the house. She puts a lot of pressure on herself, and I can see that she's doing this because she does it time and time again. And I prefer that she just enjoy herself, and that she doesn't feel like she needs to dress up the house or go shopping or get everything together for her son to be able to come over just to help with making it easier. I feel like I'm not making it easier for her. I'm making it so then, she feels like she needs to go out and do all of these things. And it's kind of funny too, because she doesn't do it for my other sisters. I'm her baby boy, so she loves me unconditionally, and I do appreciate it. And there's no disagreement in the amount of love she should be giving me, which is a great amount of love. But at the same time, I would like to help her out with taking care of my grandma, and she also has to take care of my dad that doesn't have the ability to do a lot around the kitchen, or just in general at this time in his life because he's just so old. They're both getting really old. When our parents are getting old, it's hard to watch them, and it's also something that it's important to try to take care of them, to show up for them the best you can. And I'm noticing more and more that if I really give my mom a heads up that I'm coming around, it tends to make it so she tries to run around the house and does 100 projects and has things that she wants me to do too. But honestly, I do feel like I just make it so she puts more pressure on herself. So I need to figure out a way to show up around and be able to help her without making it so then she feels like she needs to go to the store and grab all these things and do all this stuff. And then, I find out that she woke up at 4 a.m. and that she's just been running around the house. And then I go to leave and I see that she just leaves me a whole bunch of stuff on the ground and give tables that are by the door for a reason. She's just a silly woman. At the end of the day, she's just getting older, and some of the things that she's doing, she taught me how to do a lot of things. She taught me how to organize and keep things clean. And watching her now, she can't keep up with the amount of stuff she wants to do. And she gets tired, and then she needs to go to bed. And that's what happens when people get older. And it's not that big of a deal. There's nothing that I would hold against her with this because she is getting older. And that's just something that happens. And I want to be able to help her more, but I honestly don't know how to sometimes. And I feel like I'm just gonna have to go back to the whole, I'm not gonna tell them when I'm cooking for them, and I'm just gonna show up and live stream myself cooking in their kitchen and put away whatever anyone else was trying to cook that night. It's happened before. I've done it a ton of times. But thanks for being here. And Lori, you feel free to tell my mom whatever you want. She's your aunt. You have your own relationship with her. Can we get a free... No, we can't get any political things. Hey, Michelle, back again. Major Laser, nice to have you here. How do you keep the weight down despite all the eating? I don't eat that much. What are you making? We already made it. It is a cookie. Shout out to Bobo Gizmo. Hi, Bobo Gizmo as well. Size isn't everything when it comes to a spatula. Technique always comes through above size. Yes, that's true. I do believe that as well. Thanks for the hearts. And then the yes, Lori. I do appreciate that. Jacob, favorite Girl Scout cookie. Thanks for asking. It muted you, but that favorite Girl Scout cookie is mint? Thin mints, maybe? No, it's tagalongs. I think I've answered this many times. Lori, thanks for giving the O and the laugh. You agree indeed. Let's try to help my mom more with my grandma. Why can't I sleep? I don't know. I'm not with you. I don't know. I'm not your doctor. But you should probably talk to your doctor about it. Loxy, my mom is the same way with my brother. Oh, that is so sweet to say. Mary, for sure. Sarah says, I can't even think about my parents getting old without crying. Sarah, you gotta be able to think about it without crying. Eventually, you'll see them older, and if you're always crying when you look at them when you're older, it's gonna get weird. It's gonna get really weird. So, if you can get through it now, stop, don't cry when you think about your parents getting older. Be happy about it, because one day they'll be older, and you don't want to just start crying uncontrollably when they're older because you got in this habit of crying when you used to think about them being old. You don't want that to happen, Sarah. No. You're lucky to have such caring parents, though. Thanks, Danny DeVito, for saying it. I am lucky to have such caring parents. Be thankful they are around to be... No, yeah, not everyone gets that. Yeah. Mary, yep, indeed. Look at me, I'm catching up with the chat over here on TikTok. Sarah, very true. Talking to Danny DeVito, giving a shout out. I like it when people talk to each other on this TikTok app. You look nice in red. Thanks for saying I look nice in red. I cry in secret, Benjamin. No one knows. Well, people know now, Sarah. It's not a secret if you told us about it, and now everyone knows. So good, gang. Maybe it's a Middle Eastern mom thing. Maybe, Loxy. I really don't know. And yeah, damn indeed, Sarah. Lucifer Helper, thanks for the likes. Thanks for being here. I've caught up with the live chat. I can go back to sitting down. I can stay this far away and I can still read because I have my glasses on and I'm actually looking straight at it. And I can really see it. It's okay. It's okay to cry sometimes. Definitely. Definitely Aim's right. It is okay to cry sometimes. It's been 102 minutes. You've been live streaming with me. I've been here with you. Let's check out to see if this cookie is a good cookie. Now, I think we cooked it for 12 minutes. Roughly. It was really hot when I took it out. It looks nothing like the picture, but did I really expect it to look like the picture? The answer is no. No, I did not. Wait, I'm not going to use a fork to eat a cookie. I'm not lame like that. Sending all my love, Danny. Thanks, Sarah, for being supportive with Danny DeVito. I don't like the thought of my parents getting older, but you just gotta live with it. Yeah, no one really likes the thought of getting older in general, too, even when it's not their parents. You hear people talk about themselves and go, man, it's hard to get older, and it's hard to think of myself as getting older. Are those the cupcakes from yesterday? Yes, they are. I muted you. Thanks for joining in, Alexis. And Jordan, great to have you here. It tastes like a Reese's peanut butter cup, which is kind of interesting. It's a cookie, but it tastes more like a Reese's peanut butter cup. Its texture is a little off. It is delicious, but it really just tastes like a Reese's peanut butter cup, but it's a Reese's cookie. Yeah, Reese's cookie and talking about the inevitable death of our parents is a good combination for this live stream here on TikTok and on YouTube. I'm really shaking things up and I'm bringing it to a whole nother level. It looks like an oatmeal cookie. It does look like it tastes, the texture feels like an oatmeal cookie, but it tastes like a Reese's. So my brain's a little confused, but satisfied. Yeah, it's delicious. I'm here for the cookie. Yeah, me too. But it muted you. Or does Oscar Isaac look like him? Oscar Isaac does look like me. Jam, thanks for liking the live stream. I appreciate your name and you coming in and being part of it. Who's that, Savannah? Savani, oh, great to have you here. Hello to you as well. Am I still muted? I don't know. Oh wait, no, not right now. I'm gonna sneeze, aren't I? Jam, I don't know what you're talking about. I seasoned the pan very well. We'll do the second cookie, and we'll leave that to be eaten another day. And we'll do that second cookie relatively soon. I think I'll do it the same way. You have a free drink for 2 hours. Oh, yes, you're here. You usually watch in silence and you don't comment. I do that on like all the other live streams I watch. But I'm really thinking I need to start reaching out to some of the people that I like their live streams, you know, and ask them if they want to co-host ever. Because I'd rather do people that I actually watch, because even if they don't watch me, I'd at least have things to be able to ask them. Cherish the time you have with your aging parents. It's a privilege not to. Yeah, I do cherish. That's why I try to live stream over there. That's why I would really rather done this over there, because I gotta cherish the time I have with them. And I don't know how many more live streams I'm going to be able to do with my grandma in the background, not wanting to get on the camera, but then walking in and then awkwardly walking out and then walking back in. Do you like the songs I sent you? Aim, I still need to listen to them. I don't have a lot of time to listen to music. I'm not as young as I used to be, where I have like a lot of, sometimes when I'm in the car, I'm listening to something that I need to listen to for like podcasts or something I have to listen to related to work that I'm doing. But I will get around to it. I told you I added them onto the list. I just don't listen to music as much as I used to. Honestly, it's a shame, especially since I also do these live streams where I used to just kind of listen to music and sing a lot in the house. You lost what? You lost your dad in 2024? Sorry about that, Miss Woods X. I do see that. It's good that you spent a lot of time with him before you left. Plans fall through, but that's okay. You did a great job, Ben. Thanks, Loxy, for saying it. I do appreciate that. And I appreciate the gifts, and I appreciate you being here. That's fair indeed. Sorry, I just read what you said out loud. If you're watching here on TikTok, I'm reading the comments out loud over on... if you're watching here on YouTube, I'm reading the comments out loud over on TikTok. So you know what's going on, but also it's a little confusing. So if you just tuned in and you're confused, I'm trying to catch you up. React live? Yeah, I'm reacting live. Also, this is the first time I'm doing a live stream where my plans were changed so drastically that it compromised me to some degree. It made it a little bit harder for me to start. I almost didn't push go live. There's this button that you push. It says go live. And I almost didn't push it. I was sitting here and I was like, is there any way I could spice this up? Oh, I should react live to the Bruno Mars song. Wait. Maybe. No, No, I can't do that because YouTube will realize that it's not owned by me, and they will shut the live stream off. I can't do anything that's copyrighted material on YouTube. So if I'm live streaming on TikTok and on YouTube, on TikTok, I'll end up watching some things sometimes, but I can't do it if I'm live streaming on both TikTok and on YouTube. So it's not happening, especially when people keep coming in on YouTube and be like, hey, play some music. And it's like, I can't legally do that. There isn't anybody that's doing that here on this platform because YouTube's very good at policing copyrighted material in their live streams. They'll just shut your live stream off. AIM, you can always do a face reveal whenever you want. Have you posted any videos of yourself? AIM, if you want to, I can make a video that has me showing people what it looks like when I show my face and post it on my social media, and then you can make the same video. And you could be like, this is what my face looks like. What does your face look like? And then you can tag me in your post. It's pretty much on point with the videos I make, so. Thanks for liking the live stream, Danny DeVito. I appreciate the crosstalk, guys. Make friends here. Let's all have fun together. Well, that was exciting. I made a Reese's cookie. I ate said Reese's cookie. We'll make one more Reese's cookie on the skillet, and then we'll call it a night. Now we've got to get this skillet cooked again. I don't know. Let's do like the same thing where I wash it off, and I'll put it back in there and whatnot. Wow, I could feel, that's a lot of sugar. Yeah, I could feel my cheeks. That's how you know there's a lot of sugar in something. Oh wow, I can really feel that. It's a lot. I know, I'm quieter in this live stream. I got less energy. I did intend to live stream earlier today. I balanced myself as I could, but you know, on the days that I live stream this late, I'm already signing up for, you know, the end of the day energy. It was a day for me. I hope it was a day for you too. If you had a good day, well, I'm happy you're here to enjoy the rest of your day with me and the end of your day. Maybe you're getting snug into bed, maybe you're getting ready for bed, maybe you're getting ready to make yourself late night dinner. I don't know what you're up to, but I'm here to hang out with you if you want to hang out with me. But if you want, you can also send this live stream to somebody else as well, and we can all be hanging out together. We're going to do like the same thing again. Uh-oh, maybe too much. Where I just like put olive oil on this thing. We're just gonna let it like cook for like 20 minutes. Perfect. I should really button up the vest. I still don't want to. Also, my mom hated on this vest. She hates this vest. I know she does. I've worn this vest like 20 times, and my sisters hate it too. And they tell me how much they hate it whenever they see it. They do not like this vest. And they've always told me that I should never wear this vest. If you think that this vest is not fashionable, which is what's normally said to be by the family, They just say it's not a fashionable vest. It doesn't look good. There's no one that would wear that vest in that fashion. I think they're wrong. And, like, I honestly can be a little offended sometimes when people are really hard on my outfit, when I can't reciprocate that type of energy. If I tell my sisters or my mother that their outfit is not fashionable or is not very good, it goes very differently than if they're going to tell me that my vest isn't very good. It goes very differently. And I probably get 3 or 4 talking tos before, it's completely put to rest. Ben, just give them the finger and move along. No, we don't do that in my family. I would never do that. I love them, even though they'll give me a hard time. It's completely fine. They just do it because they really have nothing else to say and they want to converse with me and have conversation. Honestly, I really believe that. I believe that the reason why they're hard on me about some things is because they don't know how to communicate with me any other way. And they've always communicated with me this way. And it's fine. At the end of the day, I expect it to a little degree. But for the most part, when it comes to vests, there's 5 or 6 vests that I have that no matter what combination I wear them with, they just hate the vest. And there'll be other people that will be like, oh yeah, that vest looks fine. But no, my mom did also get a little dramatic about it, being like, oh, well, why can't I be right? Why do you have to be right? This isn't something we could be dramatic about. And I just said it like that, and she laughed it off a little bit too. Because at the end, she knows I'm right. There's no reason to be a little dramatic about what's fashionable and what's not fashionable. My mom was saying that this is not something anyone would ever wear, and that this isn't a fashion that exists today. And I questioned her on that. I said, oh, so you really think that nobody would think this is fashionable because it's not a fashionable outfit? It's pretty ridiculous that she said it. But to be honest, it's mothers being mothers. They're just protective and they just have an opinion about how you look, and they just want to tell you look, good sometimes, but also want you to work for looking good. What are we making? We're baking. Thanks for asking. We're baking another cookie in just a second. We haven't started baking it yet. I'm trying to interact with the chat. I keep forgetting that I'm interacting with the chat. I keep ranting. The fashion exists because you exist. Thanks for saying it, Loxy. Thanks, Sarah, for calling me king. I do appreciate it. A Reese's cookie. Thanks for asking, lady. Benjamin, they're not enlightened. Maybe they are. You don't know. You were joking before? I hope you were. I don't know what you were saying before. I don't know what people said over there on YouTube, but it gets crazy. Let's keep things PG if things are getting out of hand. But I can't read it again. But it did say something. Somebody's complaining about how the chat's unbearable. It's torturing you. I do hope that the chat does calm down a bit. It is fun to be here on YouTube and on TikTok. If the chat gets out of hand over here on YouTube, there's little I can do. Oh, thanks for saying the black top makes my feature pop. Oh, that's so nice of you. With Reese's cupcakes in it? No, it's like a Reese's recipe. What would you do for a bucket of... What would you do, Sarah, for a bucket of movie theater popcorn? I'm confused. What would you do for that? Are you saying that there's only a couple things you would do for it? You're 5'2", AM? That's adorable. That's a delicious height. If you're new to my live stream, every once in a while, I use delicious as a describing word. To say I like something. We should have a random facts about Ben trivia night. Yeah, we should. Benjamin, it's Sarah's birthday. Oh, happy birthday, Sarah. Thanks for telling me. Ayo? I don't know what that means. You would do anything. Oh, okay. Anything? Say that again. I don't know. What's your favorite Girl Scout cookie tag-alongs? Thanks for asking. And Thin Mints. AM is probably happy as hell right now. I would assume so. 5'3" gang, the evil height. Is 5'3" the evil height? I mean, if you put on heels, you're not 5'3" anymore. Of course, Sarah, thank you for being here and happy birthday to you. It's nice having you in the live stream. I hope you're having a great birthday. If you want, you can request a poll. If you want me to run a poll on something, I can run that poll for you. Changing my name to Delicious Loxandra? Loxy, that's a really good name. It's a lot, but it's good. You're 5'3" as well, Lucifer Helper? That is a very common one. Hey, Peaceful Kevin, nice to have you here. Hey, Black and Tan, nice to have you in the room. Thanks for joining in. Bunny, nice to have you here and sharing the live stream. I do appreciate you. Thanks for being part of the live stream experience. Allegedly, I'm evil for being 5'3". I don't know. 5'4" does sound a little more evil than 5'3", but that's just an opinion. OMG, a poll. I need to think about it. I think we need a poll to rank Girl Scout cookies. We could do that. Lucifer Helper. Oh, I have to get up for that though. Ryan, a poll on your top 3 Grammy winners. Run a poll on. I don't really pay attention to the Grammys. Wait, why aren't my comments sending? Lady, it might be muting you. Oh, hey, Bobo Gizmo, nice to have you here on TikTok, and it's great to see people jumping in and being part of the live stream experience. But do give a shout out to the moderators. Bobo Gizmo is one of those moderators here on TikTok. We also got Mikey Milwaukee, Joe, Javier, Grant, that goes by the name I only follow Ben, and Juliet. I appreciate all of them, and I appreciate you for appreciating them. Thanks for being here. I'm trying to interact with the chat best I can. You should make a poll for vanilla ice cream or chocolate ice cream. Yeah, but then I'd have to talk about that after. Landed indeed. Not sure why I'm saying everything appropriate. No, I mean, it's the TikTok algorithm is muting you because it doesn't know what to do. You're a whopping 4'9". Wow, that's a crazy height. Crazy delicious. Anyways, cupcakes. You made the cupcakes already. We're gonna make a cookie. Wow, the chat really moved fast. Do I like tacos? Yes. Do you like tacos? Let's talk about tacos one day. You're 5'4"? Ooh, 5'4" is a good height, but does seem a little evil. I'm helpful. The height gods had to nerf me. Yeah, but height's overrated. As someone that's taller than most of the people in the room a lot of the time, because I'm 6 feet, sometimes I end up being taller than a bunch of people. It's really not that great. And then when there's someone else that's taller than you, you feel small. And there's always someone taller. And that's the reality of it. Yes, tacos are my drug. Okay. If you think tacos are a drug, then they're a drug. Most of life is perception anyways. Thanks for the likes, Lucifer's helper. I wish I was 5'5". Why would you need to be 5'5", Danny DeVito? Is that like the height you need to be to reach something on a shelf? Peaceful Kevin. For me. Thanks for joining, Miss Woods X. Nice to have you back. Yeah, reaching things on the shelf is what's important. Loxy, good night to you. It's great having you here, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow's live stream. I'll be here if you'll be here too. Take care of yourself. Have a great night's sleep. You're an ideal 5'9", could reach the top shelves. Don't get muted. You got muted. You got muted. I'll unmute you, Michelle. I wish I was 5'8", 6 feet, so perfect. Yeah, but do you? 5'6" is mid. Unironically, yes, I'm good at climbing though, so I guess I'm okay where I am. Danny DeVito, you're making it work for being 5'3". Good. Do you have another Valentine themed vest? No, this is the one. I just climbed to reach things. Saying Lucifer's helper. I can barely keep up with the live chat over there on YouTube. It's really hard, guys. But thanks for saying things. I do see people are doing it. But over here on TikTok, it's a lot easier. This is a Valentine's Day outfit. It is. This is a Valentine's Day themed live stream. I'm making a cookie. We've already made one cookie. We're about to make another cookie. And it's a Reeses cookie. A Reeses heart-shaped cookie in a skillet. That's right. A skillet that is designed for deliciousness. We're going to also heat up some more butter. Now's the time to take out the skillet that's in. Where did the other... Oh, there it is. There's the other oven mitt. We're going to take out the skillet that's in the oven right now. It's been cooking with some vegetable oil on it. And we are going to end this live stream making one more cookie, and then the live stream will end when we take that cookie out. Once we put the cookie in there, it'll be about 12 minutes. We'll end up setting a timer, and the timer will actually be set this time. The live stream isn't what I thought it was going to be tonight, but we're still live streaming nonetheless, and I'm here to hang out with you. If you want to hang out with me, it's 10 o'clock, and we're going to be doing one more cookie, and then we're going to be calling it a night. So I do hope everybody gets a good night rest, and I hope no one's sacrificing sleep to watch this live stream. If you're on the East Coast and you're sacrificing sleep to watch the live stream, what are you doing? Go to sleep. Also, if you're just going to stay up anyways, then yeah, you should stay. But if you do want to go to sleep and shut your phone off and watch the rest of this live stream later, well, that's actually an option if you're watching here on TikTok or on YouTube. I upload these live streams for you to be able to rewatch on demand whenever you want. So you can always just watch the rest of this live stream tomorrow if you need to get some sleep and you do want to see what ends up happening. It's not going to be crazy interesting. This is just reality TV that's completely unedited. It's basically you hanging out with me if you want to hang out with me, but this is a lot of fun for me to do, and it is great to have you here, and I do really appreciate you being part of the live stream experience, but, you know, we got to get this moving along because I want to get myself some good sleep tonight. Maybe you want to get yourself some good sleep tonight. It doesn't really matter where you are. We could be hanging out together. I fell asleep watching the live last night. Oh, Sarah, that's so funny. That's great. It is fantastic to hear. 80 blends. You're a ninja. Well, that's great. Why is there a burner on the counter? I don't know. It's just there. Let's not question it. Maybe we can all take a nap together, sleepover, pillow fight. It does sound nice. Yes, I really did too. To hold the skillet. Yeah, it actually should hold the skillet. I don't know, I put the skillet on something else. But we gotta put butter on the skillet, then we'll put the butter back. Starting off the second cookie process. This is our heart-shaped skillet. The heart-shaped skillet came with the Reeses packet that I bought that is a Valentine's Day Reeses kit. Honestly, I love taking naps with the homies. That's great. I'm not a nap person, but naps sound cool. Oh, the lace finally catching on. Benjamin's a respectable man. Thanks for saying that. Where did you buy the kit? Target. Yes, we'll have to put those items on the stove in order to make a cookie. That's correct. Well, actually, it just needs to go into the oven, not on the stove. The skillet needs to go into the oven for about 12 minutes is what we're going to do. But we're going to heat up. Let's put butter on it first. Let's start this process. Thanks for being here. No matter where you're watching me from, I do appreciate you being here on TikTok or on YouTube. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the shares. Let's have some fun together. This is the live stream that I'm giving you tonight. I know in the previous live stream yesterday, I said I was going to be live streaming earlier today, and I started at 8 o'clock instead of about 6 o'clock, which is a huge time difference, but that's because my mother surprised me with a delicious dinner, which I do truly appreciate. But we did not cook together today. We did not eat together today. If that's something you're tuning into my live stream to see, we actually didn't do that in these. But we did bake and eat a cookie together in the live stream so far. I'm not going to eat another cookie. I'm going to bake one more cookie, but I'm not going to eat this cookie. If you want to watch me eat the cookie, you can rewatch the live stream whenever you want at your convenience. And you can eat a cookie with me too. If you want, you can also eat whatever you want while you're watching me. If you want to eat desserts, eat desserts. Ben, I'm eating my pho. Oh, great. You're eating with me? Fantastic. We're both in the kitchen. We're basically eating together at the same time. You miss Bobo Gizmo? I do too. Thanks for saying it, Gabby. It's nice to have you here in the live stream, Gabby. It's great to have you part of the live stream experience here on TikTok and also on YouTube. Wherever you watch me from, it's always nice to see you. Miss Wood's ex, what did your mom make you for dinner? She made the steak and pilaf, and she made the stuff that I was going to make. She just made all the food that I was going to make. She called me in the morning today to talk to me about what I was doing, and she was like, I went down to the garage to see if we had any steak in the freezer so I could defrost it, and there's nothing there. And then, she was like, we also need ice cream. And I was like, okay, I'll go get you ice cream and I'll pick up meat before I come to the house. And then at 2 o'clock, she went shopping and decided to buy, at 12:30, she went shopping and bought all this stuff and tried to call me. I missed one of her calls. And then she sent me a text, and then I pushed like, and then she called me again. And there was just a lot of miscommunication. At first, in the morning, we had a completely different conversation. And that was that I come over at 5 and I'll cook dinner. And then, like, the miscommunication started at like noon. She went shopping, and then after she went shopping and bought the meat, basically nothing, no plan was the same. Yeah, I don't know. She said that, she didn't sleep very well or something. I don't know how that has anything to do with it, but I know one thing for sure. And if I want to help my mom and be there for my grandma and my dad, the best way to be there for them is to just show up on regular nights, not let them know that I'll cook for them, and only cook on the nights that my mom really not feeling the energy to do so. If she knows I'm coming, she likes to prepare the house for me, or like go shopping and get things, and she wants to have like little projects. She has things that she usually wants me to take care of because she's in her 70s. And I'm sharing some advice with you guys. If you have your parents and they're getting older, it's best to kind of just like go with the flow with them. You never know what they're going to also want to do, but at the same time, they get tired and they're older and they can't always take care of themselves. They don't cook every night anymore. And I want them to have good meals when I can. It's an interesting thing trying to help your parents when they're getting older. It's hard. So if you're going through it, I feel you. My mom was in bed before I even left. She was in bed by like 6:20. And like, just watching our parents get old is weird. It's not fun. So if you know, you know. But thankful they're here. I'm thankful you're here too. So give me that share, give me that like, and give me that follow. It's fun to be here on TikTok and on YouTube. I look forward to doing these live streams on a regular basis. You can watch my live streams whenever you want because I can always upload them after. You live with your grandma? I live with my grandma. Oh, Dan DeVito, that's so sweet. Go watch your Kimmel video. Oh, yeah. Go watch the Kimmel video, Michelle. I do appreciate it. She's so real. Yeah, she's so real. OMG. I've taken over making breakfast so your mother has less to do. Oh, that is so sweet. Yeah, try to be there for your parents. Thanks, Woodcutting Bot, for the corn gift. I do appreciate you. We put butter on the skillet. Now we gotta put this into the bowl. Oh, good. This will expire in July this year. So it's a good thing I'm doing it now. And this is not labeled for resale, so I can't resell this. I don't know why I'd want to, but it's a good thing that it's advising me I shouldn't. Because like if I did it without thinking about it, man, would I feel bad. I would feel real bad. Yeah. After finding out today that my grandma and my dad and my mom probably would have appreciated more if I cooked yesterday because they didn't have a fresh meal yesterday. They had just leftovers. I gotta really play it by ear. I gotta try to figure out when I can be more helpful. I know my mother loves it when I communicate. She's not gonna be happy with me if I end up telling her. I'm not gonna tell her when I'm coming over to cook and I'm just gonna show up sometimes to do it. Because she likes it when I tell her. But whenever I do tell her, I see that it does add a level of stress to her life where she tries to either clean up the house more or she tries to go shopping or partake in more things. And she's in her 70s now and I'm just trying to figure out ways to make her life easier for her. And sometimes I feel like when I say I'm coming over, she sees that as like a reason to motivate herself to do a lot of stuff too that honestly she shouldn't be doing. She's in her 70s. She doesn't need to be doing all this stuff anymore. When's your next haircut? Thanks for asking, 80 Blends. Don't know. No, S, that's what I'm not doing. Don't make a weekly schedule because the weekly schedule will do this. I've done it before. That's why I stopped telling her. And then my grandma started living with her And I started to feel bad. Last week, I was like, oh, I wasn't able to cook anything for you guys last week, I think is kind of what ended up happening. And really, honestly, probably what's going to end up happening is when my aunt ends up moving like a block away from my mom, I'll probably end up cooking there way more than I end up cooking at my mom's house. And like, it'll probably be better that way. Because I think the live streams do make my mom nervous a little bit. She loves them, but it makes her a little nervous. Live streaming is kind of taboo in some ways. I mean, it is actually a new thing. It's not something that everyone's been doing. Back in the day, in the 1950s, to have yourself be like live on TV, you had to have a lot of people involved. Nowadays, you just need a phone. So we're gonna heat up this on the stove for that. We were doing the second one of this cookie, and I feel like the way I did it the first time worked, so we're just gonna do the same thing again. If you're just tuning in, we're making a holiday cookie. That holiday cookie is a Valentine's Day cookie here on YouTube and here on TikTok. For you to be able to make a cookie with me, you don't really need much. You could be making a cookie that is completely different than the cookie I'm making. You don't even be making the same cookie, but you could be making the same cookie. But if you are making the same cookie and we're making the same cookie together, look at that, we're in our own kitchens and we're taking care of it. We're taking care of it, we're making it happen. If you are watching this live stream, and you do watch my live stream on a regular basis, I normally cook and I normally eat my live stream. Today I did not cook and eat in my live stream, but I am baking, and that's what we're doing right now. We're baking a cookie. We're baking a second cookie. I've already baked one cookie and I ate that cookie after I was done baking it, and now we're going to make the second cookie, and then we're going to end the live stream here on TikTok and here on YouTube. The live stream experience has been a long one tonight. It hasn't been as long as I was hoping to do, but I'm getting tired, and I've said it before, I'm compromised. I'm compromised in this live stream. Yeah, when I make other plans to do the live stream earlier, and I was really excited to do it a specific way, and now I'm not doing it that way. I was actually going to try to cook a steak on the grill in the rain, and here in California, it would have been pretty fun to do that. Because I never get to do that, because it doesn't rain that often here in LA. So there's a part of me that was like really excited for me trying to cook a steak on the grill in the rain, and I was gonna like put a little trash bag on, this on that, and then have like a little umbrella, and it was gonna be fun. It'll happen again in the future, so that is another incentive for you to watch my live stream, because next time it's raining, maybe later on this weekend if it continues to rain, I'll just go and cook something on the grill and to do a live stream from there, because I would like to cook on the grill in the rain and have that be in my description, like join my live stream, join me as I cook in the rain on the grill. And I thought it was going to be a lot of fun. I was really looking forward to it. But things don't always end up as planned, and that's okay too. But I am compromised due to the fact that my plans are thrown off a little bit. Plus I actually wanted to do this cooking at my parents' house because it's easier to bake over there, because they have all the stuff that you need. Plus a working microwave. Yeah, that's right, I don't have a working microwave. And this exact part that I'm doing right now requires a microwave. But we're using the stove. If you're tuning in and you're saying things in the chat, I'm way too far away, I can't read that at all. But I'm happy to have you here. Thanks for joining in and being part of the live stream. It is fun to do the live stream experience. It's also Sarah's birthday, who's a normal person that watches the live stream on a regular basis. Give her a shout out, tell her that she's doing a great job at being alive and that she's made another year in life. I'm proud of her, you should be proud of her too. It's fun to do these live streams, and it's fun to make some relationships and have some fun with some wonderful people that are in the room. And we're here to hang out together. If you really want to hang out with the other people that are here as well, feel free to interact with the chat. The chat is an environment for you to be able to hang out with other people, not just me. You can make some friends, and we can all hang out together in the future. And, everlasting relationships, safe space type of thing. That's what's going on right here in this live chat. It's great to have you. It's great to have you be part of the live stream experience. We are heating up the peanut butter for the Reeses peanut butter cookies. And we're still heating up this stuff. Let's just get that really hot. I wanted to go faster. I'm starting to get really tired. And I ate a lot, because honestly my mom's really good at being a cook. She really is good at cooking. I was able to have a very delicious meal. It just wasn't what I was expecting tonight. And I was really actually, she could have cooked all the other stuff. I was shocked that she cooked the meat. I was really expecting to do it just doesn't rain a lot here in LA. And when you have an idea that you're going to use the rain and then rain's happening, it is what it is. It'll happen again. I'm sure it'll rain at least one more time. Hopefully. It would be fun, but it also needs to rain at the right time, where it's kind of still sunny outside and I have some daylight out there. Not like a nighttime. Let's use a knife. We'll use the knife. Okay, so let's mix it up. We're going to let it keep melting. Last time I feel like I took it off way too soon. Let's just let it melt more. No harm in doing it this way. We only need to put this peanut butter melted up into that bowl that's right over there, and the 1 tablespoon of egg yolk, and into the mix right there, and then we just mix it all together and it should be fine. But it's like, this was instructions for 30 seconds in the microwave where I like stirred it every once in a while, but I really don't know how hot the microwave would have melted this stuff. But it does feel like it's not melting, it feels like it's burning together. Yeah, I don't feel like this is really melting anymore. This isn't good, I guess. All right, so let's just take this off of here, right? No. I feel like I gotta leave it for a second. You feel like this would work, but I guess it just doesn't work. You really need to use the microwave. Oh, it's burning on the bottom. I have to take it off. That sucks. All right. I guess I did it better the first time. See, it's burned a little bit on the bottom. Hope it doesn't affect it too much. I probably should have verbalized multiple times, or no, I already know that it is easier for me to bake over there. She already knows it. There's no way she doesn't know it. Like, she just made a huge mess in the kitchen and didn't want me to clean it up to film in her kitchen. That's basically just what happened. In a nutshell, I film there all the time, and I always have to clean up the kitchen before I end up filming. And I remember when she was like saying it, I was like, but I always clean up the kitchen. And she was like, oh yeah, I know, but just don't do it tonight. We're gonna have someone come over to clean the dishes tomorrow, blah, 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 blah. I don't know. I am shocked though that she cooked me such a delicious meal. She is a great cook, but she should cook for my dad and my grandma when she can. She shouldn't be thinking that she needs to cook for me, her 35-year-old son that cooks on his live streams on a regular basis. I don't need her to cook for me. No. But I do appreciate the love, and I do appreciate when she does, to a certain extent. But I just wish I was able to barbecue today. I would have loved to do a live stream where I was outside in the rain, just like trying to cook on the barbecue, trying to make steak. It's fun to cook in the rain. I don't get to do a lot of things in the rain from here in California. I'll be able to do it later. All right, so now we got this mixed up. The butter, the peanut butter, the Reese's peanut butter is like way thicker. It was also burned a little bit, so this does not feel the same as the last one. Hopefully it doesn't come out super weird. So now we just lay it out. Okay, now it says to fill the heart-shaped pan. Yep, filling the heart-shaped pan. Okay. Did. I mean, it looks good. It looks totally different than the other one. It's because the peanut butter burned. I know, right? Hey, great to have you here. It's nice to see you, Bree. It's nice to see all you wonderful, wonderful people coming. S, I see you're in the room. Orchard Confetti, thanks for joining and being part of it. Thanks for the likes, Danny DeVito. We've gotten up to 51,000 likes, guys. Thanks. I need to ask before I sleep so I don't forget. What are you asking? I'm making the executive decision to not do skincare. Sarah, it's your birthday. You don't have to do skincare on your birthday. Did I actually propose to a Disneyland after only 6 hours like the Kimmel video said? Yeah, that's a really intense story. I sent them the journal entries. So I'll get down to the real story of that. I met a girl at Disneyland in the smoking section at California Adventure with her mom, and then I ended up hanging out with them the whole night, and it is a long story. Because after I ended up, on this crazy adventure, what ended up happening was I was in my car, and I just was like, you know what, I want to remember all of this. And I was thinking to myself, because I feel like, this girl's the one. And this was before I realized she blocked me. So I wrote down everything that happened that day, starting from 6 a.m. And it went from 6 a.m. on April 12th until 10 p.m. April 13th. And everything's accounted for every hour. And how old was I? 28. And she was 22. Yeah, I was 28 when this happened. She was 22. And she might have been 21. I know, right? Ben, indeed. Bro, indeed. Anyways, there is a lot of weird things that happen. But it is a very... It's a very interesting story. But I don't think I should share it in this space right now. But we're going to come back to it one day, and I'll end up reading the whole thing. It's a journal entry, and it's like 10 pages long. And I gave the journal entry to the Jimmy Kimmel Show so they could read it, because I wasn't sure if they'd want to use it for the sketch. And they didn't use it for the sketch, but it did end up happening. I'm a wild card. Thanks for saying it. What happened when I proposed? She said yes. You'd love to hear it? I know you would. Thanks for the follow, but I'm giving you an incentive to continue to come back to my live streams, because in the future I'll end up telling the whole story, because it will take me about 25 to 30 minutes for me to tell the story correctly. And with all the enthusiasm and all the bells and whistles that I can tell it. There are people that have heard me tell the story. It is the best story I can tell that's happened in my life so far, because there's so much that happens and it's very unbelievable and it's very crazy. It is a doozy of a story that starts in a cigarette section and ends... I don't want to say it. I don't want to say how it ends, because it ends so well. Thanks for saying you love my vest. It's great to be here. It's great to have you here. So why aren't you married? I don't know. I ask myself that question all the time. I gotta hear it. I'll stay tuned. Yeah, just come back, keep checking in, and keep being part of the live stream experience, and eventually I'll tell the story. He's a man of passion. I am a man of passion, but the romanticizer inside of me basically died after that experience too. I think that was the last time I had the romanticizer type of edge. Whereas now I'm just very much so, is this real? Can I trust you? Are you going to break my heart? Are you just going to block me? You know, eventually better mean tomorrow? No, I don't mean tomorrow. Eventually means eventually. It'll have to be like a dedicated thing that I do in a live stream. It takes a while to tell the story. It's like 25 minutes. It's not just a side story. It's it's the real deal. Danny, thanks for saying I'm a lover boy. I am a romanticizer that's had to kill it. That's also why I don't always respond to a lot of people's messages that have been sending me messages here on TikTok and here on YouTube. People have been reaching out to me a lot in these live streams being like, oh, but you're so dreamy. Oh, you should date me, blah, 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 blah. At the same time, the romanticizer in me has been reality checked these last couple of years. And I'm just trying to not be a fool that goes head over heels for anybody. Anyone. And it doesn't necessarily need to be someone that's gorgeous looking. I can easily be persuaded by those foosies. Women. Yes. Core memory indeed. Traumatized? Dang it. Yeah, I guess. Well, I mean, it's not traumatized. It's me being like trying to be real, trying to bring it down so that I don't get too worked up and too invested into somebody that ends up not reciprocating that. Let the romance live within. The romance will live within, and it'll stay there, inside, not outside. When I was 28, Disney had a smoking section. They took it away. They used to allow you to smoke cigarettes in the park, but those cigarette sections turned into, honestly, they were right to do it. Those cigarette sections were lawless. Lawless indeed. Especially in California Adventure, where people could go get a beer and then they can go to the cigarette section and vapes were just being introduced to, so it would just be a huge cloud of smoke. Oh, hey, Peaceful Kevin, thanks for asking how I am. I'm good, how are you? I hope to maybe meet a fellow romancer, but I also don't want to do that to myself. Obviously there were what? Obviously they were lawless. Yeah, they were lawless. People were doing all sorts of stuff in those things. All right, let's do the last half of this live stream. We've got the oven ready to go, and we are going to set a timer for 12 minutes and 35 seconds. The timer has started. We're not going to touch this because last time I touched it, I somehow paused it. So now I'm going to take the skillet that has the mixed up ingredients that were necessary for me to make this heart-shaped Reese's cookie, and we're going to just take this, slide it into the oven. It's already set to 350 degrees. Put that in the center, shut the oven. We'll let the oven do its thing. The oven's going to do its thing, and we're not going to intervene. No, we're just going to wait 12 minutes. And then we'll take the cookie out. And that'll be that. And it looks like my mom packed up, of course she pawned off onto me a bunch of bread that was dropped off at her house. I think my Auntie Jerry made this bread. It's so funny that my mom always tries to give me a bunch of leftovers, and I tell her all the time that I'm like cooking food for myself every night, and she tries to fill my fridge with leftovers, and honestly I can't eat them all, so I just end up telling my roommate you can have them, or if I throw away any of the leftovers, it's the leftovers that my mom probably puts in my refrigerator, gives to me, so I take it home, and then I throw it away. But I should really just be more, no, I should take it still. Me throwing it away makes her feel good. I need to check my chart. All I know is that I'm Taurus. I don't understand what that means. Now I know I watched the live. Oh, that's great. Because of your sign? I don't know. Signs don't mean that much, do they? I mean, I'm gonna eat a piece of bread because I have it, but I really shouldn't snack on bread right now. No, it's late. It's 10:38. But It's okay. We're gonna use this one. Well, we'll do it this way. Well, actually, we'll do it this way. We'll push these down. The cupcakes still came out pretty good. We'll end up putting the cookie on with the cupcakes right here. You could see that on both TikTok and on YouTube. We don't need this plate anymore. We're not going to eat this cookie. We're just taking this cookie off. We'll also put some icing on the cookie, and then we're going to end the live stream. The live stream is coming to an end, and I'm here to hang out with you for a little bit longer. If you want to share this live stream with anybody that you know likes to hang out with a guy in his 30s, hanging out in his kitchen baking, well, send this live stream to them. If you know someone that was talking about how they really want to watch someone bake today, and they were like, oh, I wish I saw someone baking, maybe a guy in his 30s, and you remember that they said that, feel free to share the live stream with them, because it shows that you were paying attention to them when they were talking. That's really what's important at the end of the day, letting other people know that you hear them. And that you're here for them, and that you're actually going to send them the things that they're asking to be sent. You don't want to just send it to people that you don't know. No, don't send it to people you don't know. But send it to people you do know that will like it. It's because he's a Sag Sun and Sag Mercury, very potent. Oh, thanks for... I don't really believe in the signs thing that much, but I do see some truth to it sometimes, but there's always variables. Well, some things apply and some things don't apply, and it seems like it's so loose that you can kind of apply a lot of things to a lot of people. Benjamin, should I change my nose hoop out for a blue or a purple stud? Purple. Thanks for asking, Danny DeVito, and it's purple. Anita, try true. Anita. Thanks, bro. At least dry up. Dry up what? Trying to not... Info dump on astrology right now? Yeah, astrology can be a rabbit hole. Last movie you watch, and sometimes I feel like people are curving to allow the astrology to be real, and other times it feels like it's pretty in line, and it's to each their own. Fighting the urge to talking about this supernatural. Aim, I hear you. How are you this fine evening, Ben? Oh, thanks for asking. I'm good. How are you? Benjamin, invest in some baggy jeans. The outfit would look so much better. No, I don't think so. Remember, it's about how I feel. I don't like wearing baggy jeans. It makes it harder for me to move around. And it doesn't feel like it actually fits me. So baggy jeans, I hear you, but it's just not for me. But, to each their own. So dress the way you feel, not the way you're told. Also, thank you for choosing the purple. Yes, of course, Dave DeVito, I'm in sync. We got purple, and purple's the way to go. I'm good now that I'm here. Honestly, it's great to have you here. I'm happy that you're good now that you're here as well. I agree. Baggy jeans would be great. Yeah, I agree. Baggy jeans would be great, is what Sunny Side Up said. I don't agree with that, but I do agree with your mentality for what you like to wear. If you're saying that baggy jeans would be good for you, then that's great. But baggy jeans are not good for me. No. Also, baggy shirts, they get caught on things. I move too fast. And when I was younger and I used to wear baggy shirts, they always get ripped and stuff because I get snagged in things. I honestly don't know how people wear baggy clothes. It seems like an inconvenience. It really restricts you from movement, too. It makes so you're moving with a whole bunch of flabs all over the place. Can I... Info dump is the safe space? Yeah, sure, it is a safe space to a certain extent, but don't annoy people. If people are annoyed with it, I'm Aries, Sun. What's a niche? I don't know. Well, I don't know what a niche interest of mine is. Looking as beautiful as ever. Thanks for saying it. Is this an unsafe space? I don't know. It depends on your perspective on what safe or unsafe is. If you find yourself to be safe in this space, then that's exactly what I'm trying to do here. If you're not feeling safe in this space, then this just isn't the space for you. So you got to find a safe space for yourself. But only you can decide whether this is a safe or unsafe space for yourself to be here. That's just how that works. And no one can decide for you. Although people can decide for you, but they might be wrong. So you don't really want to take the other people's advice to heart when it comes to it being something as sensitive as where you feel safe and where you don't feel safe. Can I wear baggy jeans in this space? Yeah. Well, I mean, if you want, I'm not going to tell you what you should wear. We don't have a dress code anymore. I wore baggy jeans today. Danny DeVito, that's great. Like, it's fantastic that you wore baggy jeans today. But you wore those baggy jeans because you needed them, right? I found out there were witches in the family. Wow. Does that mean that your family was attacked by, or was in the Salem witch trials? Did any of your family members get sacrificed because people thought they were witches? A lot of people died because women were accusing other women of being witches. It was these three little girls that would go around that would accuse people of being witches. I mean, honestly, that's terrible. They would like go up and down. The Salem witch trials were terrible. It was just a way to kill women, and it was led by like a little girl, or just led by. It's really messed up. It's like in all of history, whenever someone's being really terrible to a specific gender or a specific ethnicity, it's usually like someone from their own ethnicity or their own gender that's also doing it to them. It's so weird to me. 4 minutes left for the cookie. Let's see if it come out good. Can we listen to Gaga's new song in this space? No, we cannot listen to any music because we are live streaming on YouTube as well, which means that we can't listen to any music that will be flagged for copyright infringement, or the live stream will end on YouTube. Live streaming on both YouTube and on TikTok seems like a good thing for me to do because I do like being in both spaces and both places, even though the YouTube chat is crazy. Let's keep things PG, guys. But sometimes it gets really hard for me to follow along what's going on and I just give up. But I do still like being here and I like interacting with the people that are here as well. You wore baggy jeans today from the witches in the family. I don't understand that. Can we listen or have no clue, but I wouldn't be surprised? You're feeling more tomboy today. Okay, I feel you. A lot of women that were accused were actually herbalists, especially midwives. Yeah, it was really, I remember reading about it as, it was really sad. And it was like good people too. It sounded like the good people of the society were targeted and killed. I believe you are. I think that most people have their inner demons and they deal with them on a regular basis. Everyone's in contact with their inner demons. And you gotta keep them in check. You gotta be mindful and keep them in check. S, thanks for the follow. It's nice. Or B, thanks for the follow. I read that wrong. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being part of the live stream experience. I do appreciate the follows, the likes, the shares, guys. Whether you're watching me on TikTok or on YouTube, I'm also on Instagram. Also give a shout out to our moderators that keep the live chat nice and safe. Here on YouTube, we got Brandon, Liz, and Gabby. Here on TikTok, we got Bobo, Gizmo, Javier, Mikey, Milwaukee, Joe, Grant that goes by the name I only follow Ben, and Juliet. I appreciate them and I appreciate you for appreciating them. So give them a shout out. Let them know they're doing a good job. Thanks for having us. Oh, thanks, B. What is my favorite ice cream? I don't know anymore. Maybe cookies and cream? Now I have to round up? Sure. Shout out to the mods. Thanks, Danny DeVito, for shouting out to the mods that moderated you, though. He's chill, kind of mean, but chill. I've made a post on him as well as another demon. You have two demons? Everyone has an inner demon, Aim. It's the bad side of you. I believe that that's what I believe. But, I mean, if you have multiple demons in you, I don't know. I mean, I personally don't believe that's possible. But you could have other demons, like, around you. But I think everyone has their inner demon. And to have multiple inner demons would signify a multiple personality, in my opinion. You once got slapped by a ghost? I believe it. That does happen sometimes. But they're angels, they're not ghosts. I have a test tomorrow. Should I study right now or wake up early and do it? B, do a little bit of studying. Read the things that you're not clear on, that are the hardest parts of it for you to remember. And then study again in the morning. Do both. And that's what you need to do. I used to get good grades on my tests because I do that. You were sleeping and you couldn't sleep after you got slapped by an angel? Wow, that sucks. My brother has had experiences with spirits and entities. Yeah, but I believe it's just demons and angels. I understand that you're saying spirits and entities. I just believe that it's demons and angels. B, you're welcome. Thank you for asking. But I'm not going to disqualify spirits and entities in general. I'm just saying what I believe. Oh, there we go. Let's push stop. I know, it's an action-packed live stream. A little different than what I planned tonight. Not so hustling and bustling, but it's still happening, and I'm still having fun. If you're having fun, wow, it looks exactly like the other one did. All right, so the cookie came out pretty good. We're going to get it out of the... Oh, it smells good, too. We're going to get it out of this thing. Yeah, we are. I used 2 forks last time. Let's use 2 forks again. We're going to make it happen. We're going to do this in just a second. Oh, well, we got to keep one out here. We put this one away. We can shut the oven off. I don't want to leave the oven on. Oven light is now off. We're getting ready to call it a night as well. If you've been watching my live stream from the start to the finish, well, I appreciate that. I truly do appreciate it. It's fun to have you here. And I look forward to seeing you in future live streams. If you decide to tune in and be part of the live stream experience on a regular basis, I live stream every day. Your guardian angel said no more slap. Yeah, probably. My grandma has had witchcraft done onto her. Danny DeVito, that sucks. Or maybe it was good witchcraft. I don't know. Sorcery can be good and bad. Sarah, I may or may not have fell asleep. You definitely fell asleep, but you may not have fallen asleep. I know it's confusing, but you may or may not have fallen asleep. Do you listen to Hoser? Yes, I do. I do listen to Hoser. Thanks for asking. I do appreciate that question. I actually listen to most artists, just not rap and country. And there's a small chance that I've heard it all. No, that's not true. All right, we're getting ready to take out this one. We also have to let it cool down a little bit, but we actually cooked it for 12 minutes this time. But it did mix together a little differently than the other one did. Uh-oh. I can't get under it? No, I can't get under it. All right, so let's try to figure this out. Trying to end this live stream, but I also want to have fun with you guys. It is fun to do these live streams in general. We're going to also see before I end this live stream if one of my friends is live streaming, and maybe I'll invite them to do a co-host with me before we actually end this live stream. It'd be nice to chit-chat with someone. Okay. I got it. No, I don't have it. I don't want to break it. Okay, well, I found out last time. I just need to let it sit for a minute, I think. We already cooked it for about 12 minutes, but I just don't want it to get stuck in the pan. But I also want to get it out of the pan. The skillet, that is. The skillet is still a pan. It's just like a different type of pan. So let's just eat bread, I guess. I mean, I wasn't going to eat any bread. I still don't know why all of this bread was given to me. I do appreciate my mother's ability to pack me up some food from her refrigerator, but I don't eat a lot of things that are pre-made for me. I like to make my own food. Pretty good at it. It also feels better. But then again, it's a rarity. My mom does not cook very often, so you never know. Too many text messages. Crap. Well, if you're watching and you texted me and you're wondering why I haven't responded, well, I just realized I have a lot of text messages I need to respond to. I just don't feel like it right now. I'll do it later when I'm in bed. How many phones do I have? Enough. Like 4? Yeah, my grandpa passed too. It's sad. Let me think on that, yes. The bread is pretty good. It's, I believe, made by my aunt. Ah, I almost burned myself. I'm good. All right, let's get this up and out. I think in one full motion. No. No, don't break on me. Don't you break. Don't you break on me. Come on. No, it's not feeling right. No, we're going back. Back to 1. And then back down. Oh no, it's gonna break, isn't it? No, it broke. All right, that's okay. It's okay. It's about the thought that matters. We had one that worked. This one was like weird. We're still gonna put it back together, but it did break. I felt that it was gonna break the whole time, and I didn't do anything about it. Nothing. Here are the crumbs. It even cooked the accurate amount of time. And this one came out worse than the other one. But now, we'll use the frosting to put it back together. The frosting will dry, and we'll bring the cookie back together. So this one's gonna be like a broken heart, but it's not a completely broken heart. No, it's like a just like a cracked up heart. Because we're gonna do all the cracks, and we're gonna have to seal it so then it doesn't continuously fall apart whenever it's lifted up in the future. So that's 1 crack. It's 2. We go from this way all the way in. I know, I'm quiet in my live stream. That means something. Well, you've experienced it here, and I've been here with you, the baking, the cookie making, and just the hanging out in general. This live stream was me hanging out with you, cooking some delicious cookies made by Reeses. And this is the heart that we have right here. It is sealed with all of its cracks. When all the icing melts and dries, this cookie will be solid to be lifted up and will be able to be consumed. So now I've made myself 2 Reese's heart-shaped cookies on a skillet, but that's just what we did tonight here in the live stream. I ate the first one. You watched me do that. You can also rewatch this live stream whenever you want. You can watch me bake, and you can watch me eat a cookie at your convenience whenever you want here on YouTube. Not here on TikTok, but here on YouTube. Thanks for watching. It was a different live stream than I intended, but this is me rolling with the punches. I know I started pretty compromised, but hey, I eventually brought it back down. And I do just want to say, as a personal shout out to anybody that's dealing with their parents getting older, and if you're trying to find ways to try to make their life easier, do just show up to their house. Just show up and see if they need anything. If you see that you might be making their life a little bit more just like challenging when you do certain things, maybe just lay off on some of those things and try to show up and do other things for them. Regardless, you should be making their life easier. If they're getting older, just try your best. And honestly, the trying is what matters. It doesn't matter if you're succeeding or not. Just keep trying and show up, and honestly, they probably love to see you. So even though they might not be appreciative of certain things, like my mom always loves it when I tell her if I'm coming, but I have found out that if I don't tell her I'm coming and I just show up and I end up helping when there's things that need to be done in those moments, or if there's no dinner that night, I can just fill in and take care of those things. And I'm going to be doing that more in the future in my house, because I believe that that's the best way for me to contribute to my parents that are in their 70s, along with my grandma who also lives with them. It is a challenging thing to watch your parents grow older, and it is a lot of fun to try to find ways to be there for them, in my opinion. And if you're trying to figure out ways that you could be there for your parents, well, I'm encouraging you to just be serious about it and just show up, and that's half the battle right there. We have a lot of people in the room here on TikTok and here on YouTube. It does seem like a bunch of people jumped in and were part of it. Low-key, I like the way the one looks. But we're going to be ending the live stream here on, I actually really like the way this one looks. This one's the better one. I know, right? You got ghosted by girls on dating apps all the time. You get ghosted. Yes, I do get ghosted by girls on dating apps all the time, Gabby. Yes. Until next time, folks. Oh, yeah, we're not saying goodnight on TikTok yet. We're actually saying goodnight to YouTube first. And then I'll say goodnight to everyone here on TikTok. But goodnight to you as well. But over here on YouTube, we're ending this live stream. It's been 176 minutes. We're going to be ending it in the next minute. So I do appreciate you guys being here. Thanks for interacting. No Benjamin, stay. Oh, thanks, Kay, for saying it. But I do have to leave. It is getting late for me. It's 11 o'clock in my neck of the woods. I don't know where you're at, but I'm going to get to bed and I'm going to have myself a good night's rest. And I stayed up really late last night in a live stream, and that just was a one-time thing. But then again, also on TikTok, I'll be here for a little bit longer because I'm going to have a midnight snack and then go to bed, and I'm also going to get my pajamas, and you'll be able to see that. You're also going to be able to see me look at my iPad, and I'm going to hang out for a little bit longer on TikTok. So TikTok, I will be here for a little bit longer. Over here on YouTube, we are just ending the live stream, and you can rewatch and be part of my live stream experience that continues on tonight on TikTok, or you can just rewatch this live stream when it's uploaded here on YouTube. Thanks again for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in future live streams. I do enjoy being here with you. It's great to have you. Thanks for being in the live stream experience, in the live chat as well. Do feel free to give a shout out to those moderators. The moderators are Brandon, Liz, and Gabby. I appreciate them, and I appreciate you for appreciating them, and I look forward to seeing you in future live streams. Ta-ta, y'all, and I look forward to tomorrow's live stream, if you decide to be in here with me. If not, I just look forward to seeing you whenever I see you again. But give me a follow and check out the other videos I have here on YouTube, TikTok, and also check me out on Instagram. Thanks again for watching, and I look forward to seeing you when I see you next. Ta-ta now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Oh, yeah. I mean, that button, it always takes a little while for the streaming to stop. It gives me that little symbol, and it's ending right now.